Lamort, my site. I'm getting something set up here. I thought I had a setting, and it apparently didn't set. I think I just fixed it. Alright, so I did not go into Redline at all yesterday. Didn't do it. I'll probably go in this morning just to look at the farm, make sure, see if a vet and them need food. Hi, Dream. I don't wanna I don't wanna punish other players for the things that happened to me, but yeah, happy Mother's Day. Yep, happy Mother's Day to all. I had a long talk yesterday with my brother. Couple of things we talked about. And he's supported, don't get me wrong. He's not trying to get me to do something bad. We talked about the possibility of me moving over to Echo RP. It's the city that RJ is also in, like the other city he streams in. I probably won't do it. I might go play over there. But I think I'm still gonna stay in Redline. I've built something in Redline that I'm proud of. Okay? I really am proud of my farm. And, we talked a little bit, and I don't feel safe in Redline right now. I think the city's becoming extremely toxic. I think the player base is showing this. We're losing people every day. I'm willing to wait. I've been willing to wait. Y'all know, since I started streaming, I've been fighting for this city. I've been fighting to get new people in. I've been trying to invite people. I've been telling people, give it a chance. Let the growing pains go in. But I do have to say, I don't feel very welcome in Redline at the moment. I will be going in today, and I will be trying to resume my duties. I don't know how to say it. I'm uncomfortable in the city now. But if I talk to some people, the right people, of course, I think I'll feel better. But today, hopefully I got about 50% of this base built. Basically, I have the outer shell done on the base in Windrose. Okay? I added a few things yesterday. I say I added a few things, y'all will see. I added some support pillars to the outside of the big towers. Just to hide the rough edges. Thought I heard somebody running. What does that say? So let's go on inside. I added some of the workbench spaces now. Like here, I have my workbench. I have my... This is like treasures and stuff, and this is stuff I use at the bench. Come over here. This is where the weapons bench and the armor bench is, next to the workbench. Upstairs is just, like, these... Pardon me. These are used for the upgrades. These are used for the upgrades for the workbench, but you can't actually use them. Like, they're just here. So I put them upstairs, out of sight, out of mind. This right here is just the inside of this parapet is going to be the same for the weapon and the armor. It's just going to put the upgrades that I'll never see. Or never use. The bed is here because the main base hasn't been built, and I'm going to put the beds in there. It's just a common bed. On the other side, we have the kitchen and the grindstone. This is how you make cornmeal and how you make gunpowder, which I already have some in there. And down here is going to be the alchemy. And as you can see, the smelter's already been put out there. But if I go upstairs here, I need to close doors. I might need to move the staircase. This is the tanning rack and the spinning wheel. The kitchen stuff is gonna go in the kitchen. And then up here, this is alchemy stuff that I don't actually. On top of these two parapets, I'm gonna put cannons, like facing out toward the directions, and in the front, I put a chandelier fire thing, or a torch. But up there, I'm gonna have two cannons facing out toward the ocean, which I put my wharf and my fast travel, I moved them over here. Now, so all of that you saw yesterday, so you're probably wondering, well, if that, what do you mean 50%? Let's go out here. I have the farms set up. These are baskets for seeds. Bonfires in the middle. And I have the towers built. This is going to be the main area right here, this entire place. I built the watchtowers yesterday. That took a while, by the way. Both sides are equal. Over here, I had to pop these out a little. I had to come out one more. And, on the other side's the smelter. On this side's going to be the bake board. And they need to be outside, so I can't put them in. So I built these, and I'm just not going to put a roof over them. But all of this is going to be built. Actually, I need to take this door out. I don't want there to be doors. I just want it to be a solid run. These are little hidey holes. I might put stuff here, like decorations for the comfort level that, you know, like, don't really need to be seen. Like the wardrobes, like canopies. I can put one right here. Let me put this. I can put one right here. It won't ever be seen, and it's just what it is. I started building the back wall. And that's where I stopped. But this entire area needs to be done. And I have an idea. Hi, Robert. I know, Sight. I know. A lot of stuff is going on in the server that people aren't agreeing with. And to be honest, I'm one of those, and I know if somebody's watching, they're gonna be like, what are you talking about? I'm one of the rare people that I don't care about the crime stuff. They need to fix this. I don't want these poking into the heat. So I gotta put a barrier. Like right here so they don't. Let's see if I take. So like that's what I don't want it poking through. Is this gonna poke through? No, not really. 8 bees though. Up, pulled the wrong one. Maybe a barrier where I don't put it all the way over. I don't care about the crime, and a lot of people are complaining that it just takes so long to do stuff. That, you know, it takes so much effort, so much time to invest and to get stuff done. I honestly am not really caring about that because I don't do the crime. What I'm feeling right now is that PD is getting their way with everything. There's no RP anymore with PD. They just say what they want to do, and everybody just says, okay. That's what I'm seeing. And they can say, you know, people can tell me that, oh, no, that's not how it is. But it's exactly how it is. PD's jumping, and everybody's asking how high. And I went back yesterday, and I watched my stream. Franks intentionally got upset with me. Threatened Eddie. Threatened to take away Eddie's reduction. And told me to get the F out of the police station. Yet, no repercussions were done to him. No repercussions were done to him, and I lost my job. If I would have started the altercation, 100% I would have been fine with it. But when I'm the one who loses my job for doing my job is to argue with the police over reduction. But I got fired. He got no, nothing at all. And that's just, I'm sorry. If if PD and DOJ are gonna be that corrupt and in it together, I don't want to be part of it. People can say sour grapes, all that, but I know the PD is out of control. And the DOJ working with them to get lawyers fired, that is, in my opinion, CJ, Rodney, and Murphy should all be let go. If you're not going to stand by your lawyer's side, if you're just going to let the PD run roughshod and do whatever they want, then you don't deserve to be a lawyer. You don't deserve to be a judge. You don't deserve anything. And that's exactly how it is. People can complain and say, oh, well, no, I did not do anything wrong. I did my job. When he threatened to take the reductions that we had already started negotiating on, that's not punishing me. That's punishing Eddie. That's punishing the person, the client. That's not doing anything to me. I walk out of there fine. He was threatening to do stuff to Eddie. And my job is to get the best possible deal for Eddie, which is what I was doing. And I was punished for it. I was punished for doing my job. And if that, like I said, if that's how they want to act, I don't want to be part of that club. Any club that would have them as members is not a club I want to be a part of. Okay, this is going to be built almost as tall as this tower over here, maybe even bigger, actually. The back wall is not so much a wall, but what I'm going to do is make a roof over here, just for a little bit. I have an idea. It's like an overhang. And I set the merchant up. I set the merchant that sells stone, and I bought, like, a ton of stone. But yeah, I honestly have a problem with the way the DOJ is running now. I don't think it's fair for anyone. I don't think that even if you go to trial now, it's gonna be. I think the DOJ is just as corrupt as the police. And like when they don't stand by their employee, like that right there, I was like, that's wrong. And they can be watching, and they do watch, by the way. The dev teams, all of them, they do watch. I know they do. They don't say anything. They're silent the whole time. Unless you start calling them out by name. But I know they watch, and I want them to hear my opinion. DOJ is corrupt as all hell. And like I said, y'all, anytime I want, I can send Rodney to jail. Because he's still doing what he's not supposed to be doing. Ignorance, I've been told, ignorance is not an excuse. So when he goes, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, you did. And I can prove it. People should be very careful what they tell people in Redline, because it always gets out. Okay, so this is, you know what? I do believe this tower is shorter than this one. I'm looking at it now. I don't know. No, it isn't. It just, for some reason, it's like an optical illusion where it looks like. No. I say corrupt. I say 100. I say I can get in trouble for this, but from Murphy on up, I think it's corrupt. And like people can say sour beans, people can say, you know, sore loser, all that. There is some truth to it, I will admit. But my whole thing is, you didn't have your attorneys back. You basically threw your attorneys to the wood, to the wolves. To placate PD. So PD went on strike yesterday. I saw that. Honestly, it really didn't affect much. There are very good cops. I will say this right now, and I'll say it to anyone who wants to listen. There are some very good cops. Unfortunately, there are some very bad ones. This isn't going to hang out far, by the way. It's only going to hang out like maybe 1 or 2 links. I'm going to put 2 just to see. I put 2. It's the entire length of that. That's a good. So it's just gonna hang out 1 for right now. And I have something I want to build at another way. Which, no, honestly, I talked to my brother for a good, probably 30 minutes. And he told me if you don't feel safe being in the city, then don't be safe. Then don't go. You know what? I'm gonna put 2. 2 looks right. I think I want it even with the other place. I don't have enough wood. Oh, damn it. I ran out of wood. I bought a lot of wood yesterday, too. I don't know. Just... No, it can't. Because there's no actual crime. Because... And I can say what I want in the server. I can express my opinion. You wanna know why? Slander, defamation are not crimes. There's no crime set up. So if I went in there and started telling everybody that DOJ is sucking PD's dick, there's nothing DOJ can do. Because there's no crime against me saying that. They cannot like it. They can be like, you know, look, you need to stop. But there's no crime against it. Not on the books. Well, I will say, and Skype, I'm upset with Redline, right? But I know who I'm upset with. I'm not upset with the criminals. I'm not upset with EMS. I love EMS still. And I feel bad that I'm not in there to give them food. Like, honestly, I felt bad yesterday that they might not have had food going forward. But I have targeted, I know who I'm mad at. 2.0 was a reset, but there are a lot of people that did default, but then there's some that didn't, like Snowy. Snowy was a criminal. Now he's a business owner, and he's actually playing a completely different person and doing it great. So there are changes people have made that are just, like, really good. I don't want to cut down every tree. Because they don't grow back. So I'm being selective about what trees I cut down. Like when I have a big group, like I can cut this one down. Or coconut? Yeah. If that produces coconuts, then I don't want it. No, I don't want to cut that one down. Or that one. I could do this one. But I get it is a reset, and a lot of people, they went back to the crime because the crime is new. Oh, this is my merchant, by the way. This is where I set him up. I needed the stuff right away, so I just built him a place here. Oh, you can take it down. Like, you can remove him. You can put him up and take him back. They changed that last week with an update. I didn't look at patch notes. But you can move him now. You couldn't move him before. But, okay, but this is the first I'm hearing about this. To be honest, I wasn't really around yesterday because I was busy and I was playing. Yeah, no, it happened on the 5th. It was Cinco de Mayo. I was celebrating Cinco de Mayo in my own way. I don't know, in my family, me and my brothers were adopted, okay? Our parents are not all our ethnicity. But we celebrated Cinco de Mayo. We were not drinkers. We had a party, right? And I would paint my face up. Like, the Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. So in Redline, I did it for revenge of the Star Wars Day. And then I thought about it, and I said, you know what, this works for Cinco de Mayo, too. I had my face painted Cinco de Mayo. That night, even though we didn't go nowhere, I still had painted my face up. This is just what I do. So I went to sales in the outfit, and I told them that's why I was wearing the outfit. And then they made a complaint about my attire. So if they're gonna mock my cultural heritage, that's another reason I don't feel safe in Redline. You know, I've never mocked a British holiday. I've never mocked anyone's holiday in Redline. Okay, so that's that. This is gonna be the doorway, the entranceway. I'm only building maybe 2 over, and then the building's gonna be set back. But I want this part right here. I figure if I do that, I just thought about that. I figure if I put this part set back, then I can grow the crops. I Could actually just set it back right here and have the crops grow. That's another idea. I'm only growing the stuff that I need. The way I see it, PD have been holding RPs and supporting RP. Yeah. Well, if you've noticed, how many people now are just instantly running from the cops again? Like, instantly running. Because the PD don't deal with them. Now, I'm gonna do what I said. I'm gonna build here, here, and then we're gonna come in. But, I mean, if you look at the DOJ, how I looked at DOJ, I mean, they're getting everything they want. The PD is getting everything they want. There was no reason for me to be fired. No reason at all. I did nothing wrong. They spun it that I said I wouldn't file a complaint report if they gave me more reductions. Go watch my stream. Every single time Harvey asks, why am I filing the report, I said, because of Frank's behavior. I never once made mention. I wanted him to go back to negotiating with me, which is my job. My job as a lawyer was to negotiate with the police. Okay, so the main building is not gonna be tall. It's gonna be maybe half of this one. Maybe going up to the top of this one. But it's gonna be like a big hall. It's gonna be a wide open. I'll probably have a few pillars instead of like actual... You 21? Hey, happy birthday if it's your birthday. Okay, do I want this open though? Like, there is gonna be a roof, but could I leave this open? I'm gonna have a design on the roof. That's what the overhang's for. I'm building like a, I'm thinking about putting a giant A for Arya. But I might do like, maybe a pirate skull. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's see. I'll probably go, maybe two more higher than this for the main room. I don't want it to be too much bigger than the front, but I want you to be able to see it from the front. Like, I want you to be able to see the... Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna go here first off. Let's build on this side. We're gonna build up. Okay, how tall is that? If I do one more, it'll be... I think that should be good enough. No, I'll be honest with you. No. I'll be honest with you. I said it yesterday, okay? No, just 2 4-hour period. Everybody's on the same time. Loves appearing in content video. Yeah, you're right, Scythe. They're screwing over a lot of people for content right now. But, I mean, think about it this way, okay? And this is, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. Let me put it this way. This is their job. This is their livelihood. They're gonna do what they have to do. So I understand that. I understood that going into it, right? If I was to quit my job, if I thought I could stream and still, you know, make money off of it, then I would be the same way. So I don't blame them. But I will tell y'all right now, Ralph is probably doing the best RP out of everyone in the city. I could sit and watch Ralph for hours and be entertained. His just trying to figure everything out is interesting. The way he presents himself doing it is interesting. So I will give it up to Ralph. All day, every day. He is killing it in the RP department right now. And he's not changed either. Like, this is who he was in the old city, too. But now, whenever anyone has a goal to work toward, it's the best. It's the best. Like, I was talking with, there's another person streaming right now. Sophia Lee plays, Sarah. The one I thought was trying to copy Sierra, but not. And I was talking with them tomorrow. I had the oven, I was cleaning my oven. So, while the chemicals were setting, I was talking with him. But, you know, I get... Okay, these can go. These are gonna be enclosed. There's no reason for these. I built them thinking I might keep the hall outside, but no. That's gonna be part of the hall. I don't know if I'm gonna build something along this corridor, though. Because I do need to keep these open. For the furnace. So I might actually leave this runner back here. Because I have a door. See, I'm gonna leave that runner back here. Should I go higher? And how we're gonna decide to go higher is we're gonna come out here. Okay, so you can see the back wall now. But you can't see. You can yeah, you can see the wall. So yeah, that's high enough. That's good enough for me. I'll keep that height for the wall. I'm gonna be quite honest. I can be done with this base today, if I chose. It's gonna run off of this, so we're gonna go and get up there more. Or is this? No. Okay. Up here. Come all the way to the back. Come up. Oh, that's wrong. I'm sorry I'm not reading the chats as quickly as they come in. When I'm in build mode, my mind kind of goes just building. Okay, let's see. Yep, exactly, Michael. I asked if we could negotiate, because that's my job. A lineup and Havoc will be fine without content. They're making literally over $400. Yeah, I know, I wish. I wish I had their numbers. I don't. I'm appreciative of everything I have. Believe me, I am. But see, I'm saying, you know, that this is their job. And I get that they have to protect themselves. 100%. I understand all of it. And I'm not trying to fight them on it. I'm not trying to be that person. Yep, okay, that's all put in one. What made me mad is that they just will. Here's what the cops said. It must be true. Even though it's not. Like, they can, and then the best part, I watched the body cam. So did I. You can clearly see that I never, here's the thing, whose body cam did they watch? Did they only watch Mike Frank's? Where he's telling them what's going on? You know? You know, did they only watch his to see what was going on? Did they watch Hardy's, who I actually talked to? But police have been trying to get lawyers fired from day one. So it's not surprising. And, like, a lot of people might be like, well, then, why'd you go off on CJ? Which, to be honest, maybe CJ didn't deserve it. Right? Maybe he didn't deserve it. But he went right along. Like, he just, you know, took the PD, unzipped Harry's pants, and just went right along with it. Like, DOJ has no loyalty to their lawyers at all. And they were like, oh, you could have reapplied. No, thank you. I don't want to be a part of that group if that's how you're going to treat your colleague. Okay. So we have an issue. Do I use these roofs or do I use these roofs? Do I want to make the roof different? Yeah, I'm gonna use these roofs because it's different than the ones I have up there. I'm gonna have to build stairs. The good part is that once I get the one roof on, I can connect the stairs to it and then just use that to get up and down. If they had an elevator feature, I know they wouldn't. Like, Pirates didn't have elevators. They did, but not like, you know... Oh, nope, that's wrong. Like, I legitimately asked Franks to do his job. Hi, Fuego. And Franks did not want to do his job, so... No. He's just gonna, But when he told me... Like, he could tell me to get out of PD, right? Okay. That's fine. Right? No problem. I'll get out of PD. But when he's like, your client, I'm not gonna give your clients reductions because of what you're saying, that's corruption. That's corruption. You can't punish my client who didn't do anything that's being discussed about. Eddie was pleading guilty. I was getting him to plead guilty. We were just trying to work out the sentence. All I said was, if he can provide the paperwork, this could lead to a lawsuit. And Mike Franks lost his mind. So, if they want to play it the way they're playing it, then I have no faith in the DOJ at all, and the DOJ can go away. If they're not going to properly do RP, if they're going to fail this bad, then they shouldn't be there. CJ doesn't even want to be there. Why are there crabs during the day? Usually crab monsters are nighttime people. Can I break this rock? No, I can't. I found a new island. So it's got all the hardwood, all the rock. I'm just coming over here to get a couple rocks. Now, let me also say this for anyone who's watching that might be like, you know, oh, I'm gonna go tell them later. This is me upset. Okay, still. Calm down me will understand that, you know, it is what it is. But I'm still a little upset about how it went down. Like, and plus, here's the thing. Even if I reapply, even if I sat there at the meeting, yes, sir, no, sir, all of this, even if I did that, my credibility is shot with PD. Whenever they don't get their way, all they're going to do is just go, oh, well, you know, well, we'll just bring up that report you did. You know? I can't go back to being a lawyer. My credibility is shot. PD knows that whenever they want me to do something, all they have to do is threaten me with a frickin', that's what they taught them. That all the PD has to do now is make a report against the lawyer, and they get what they want. Oh, usually that kills them. Oh, that goat's stuck. I'm not even caring about bullets at this point. I'm using the heavy-duty bullets. I'm not even caring at this point. I can make so many of them. Well, it is and it isn't. Right? There are some people, like Eddie will still call a lawyer. Jenkins will still call a lawyer, knowing that it probably will take longer. You know, because they want to give the RP to people. Eddie's been on stream saying that. But a lot of people are just like, it takes us too long to get there. It takes us too long to get there. And we end up arguing longer than the prison sentence is issued for. So a bunch of them just don't even care to do it anymore. That's why you saw, whenever I was a lawyer, I was in and out within like 10 minutes, if that. I got right down to it. Let's negotiate. Let's get it done. Let's find a deal. Because I know the time is what they're looking for. You know, they're looking to do, they're not looking to be in jail. They're not looking to be in the cell for an hour. And I understood that. But you're going to have some people who are just going to milk it. You know what? I'll take you. I didn't mean to pull you out, but I'll take you. You'll help. You'll draw aggro while I go and you'll hit my thing. Boy RP isn't dead, right? It's not. I'm going to be the first to tell y'all it's not. But you have lawyers who milk it for content. You have lawyers who want to, like, sit there for 45 to an hour so that they get something to do while the criminal's just sitting there. And they know, why do you think people called me? Like, everybody thought I was a bad lawyer, but who did they call? Because they knew I'd get them in and out. That they could just, you know, I'd negotiate a deal quickly, fairly. I thought fairly. Apparently, if I say one word to a cop, then, hey, everything I had is going to be taken away. And these are legitimate concerns. Like, they cannot like me saying it, but it's legitimate things that happen. Like, they can, if they want to say, hey, look, we need you to stop talking about it. In city, I will. I'm not discussing it in city, right? What happened to me happened to me. In city, I'm not going to discuss it. If people ask what happened, I'll talk to them about it. But I'm not just going to go off on the cops in city. No, that's not how it works. But on stream, I can say whatever I want. I can criticize, because I'm not criticizing, I'm criticizing the RP, not the people behind it. If I wanted to criticize the people behind it, then I could, like, I would start, like, really naming names, not just, like, here and there. But how they went about that, they basically just gave PD. Anytime a lawyer, they disagree with a lawyer, all they have to do now is just threaten him and be like, oh, well, we already got one lawyer fired. You know, that's all they've done. Is they've made it difficult for every other lawyer. So you're gonna see, like, a lot of lawyers don't come in anymore. If they do, they don't do lawyering. This is just, it's not fun. It's not fun. I'll be honest with you. It was a needed system. Uh-oh. Somebody's shooting. I have not explored this island that much. I haven't unlocked a lot of it. I just come here to get supplies and then I leave. But I need, like, maybe another 100 stone and I should be good. But the police didn't have a DOJ for the better part. When I joined Redline, there was no DOJ. Rodney was a lawyer, but there was no DOJ. So you could call Rodney and he could come down and he could try to do something, right? And which was fine. Ooh, I need them. I need animal fat. It's for the lights. And I'd probably have some, but it's probably at the other base. And I didn't get them. You only get animal fat from boars. You don't get them from cows. Alright, I think I have enough rock to finish. But in city, yeah, I was 5 days ago, yep. But in city, I'm not going to discuss what happened, right? Nobody's business but mine. But apparently, everybody's already talked to it. I've already heard the DOJ telling other people who have no business knowing. Police have told other people who have no business knowing. So, there's that. And of course, they're going to make it to where I'm the bad guy. I'm the one who did everything wrong. If there was a way to sue for it, then I would sue DOJ and police. And I know it's kind of a weird thing to say because, you know, DOJ, who they are. Let's see what this looks like from the ship. Okay. I wanted the comfort. This base only has a comfort of like 4, maybe 3. Why are you moving? Like I'm dead stopped, but it's still, I guess, momentum. There we go. I'll pilot it into the ground. But if there was a way to sue DOJ and PD for this, I would. Because it is a completely wrongful termination. Tommy's just looking to bitch about me. I don't know what I've done to him. I've only tried to ever help him and his friends, but all he does is complain about stuff I'm doing. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. All I've done is try to help them. This entire, since 2.0 launched, all I've done is try to help the boys. Yet it seems like I'm #1 on his hit list. So it's really taught me that if he ever needs anything from me, to tell him where to go. Oh, I'm sure everyone will know what happened, but they're gonna know what the police say. Oh, that she said she was gonna file a report. If they're gonna lie, because that's what police does. Being a lawyer, there's a lot of stuff y'all don't know I've seen with lawyering. The police lie to everyone. They went on strike yesterday. I was like, you know what? They should all have been fired. Alright, so the roof is now done. I can take this stairway down. And I have to land on this one. I'm gonna do this. Take this one down. Get on this staircase. And then pop beans. Okay, are they all lined up the same way? Yes, they are. Okay. So this is the main hall. I'm probably gonna run, like, a few pillars, just to make it look realistic. Maybe these. I mean, I could put, like, one of these at the top. But do they have circle? Yeah, they do. I could make these. No, I kind of like these. I kind of like the wooden pillars a lot better. I'd like put them realistically where they would go. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, realistically, they're not centered, so I'm going to center them with the door. So it'd be right here, and then these two were centered. So we're going to do this. We're going to run out of wood pretty quick. You know what? I'm not digging it. I'm not digging the pillars now. I think I'm gonna leave the pillars out. I'm not digging the pillars. Did you see the police force did mushrooms last night? Don't surprise me. Yeah, the police are doing a lot of drugs. Y'all just don't see it. That's one of the things I know about. The police have been doing drugs for a while in Redline. It's nothing new. I need to go get this smelter put up. But I need, the equipment for it. What do I need? I need 20 hue stones and 10 foothill ingots. So the foothill ingot, didn't I just get? No, I didn't. I got stone. Yep, I didn't get it. Damn it. Okay, well, hewn stone I can get. Hewn stone is pretty easy. You just make it right here. Right here, and I have 50 available, so let's just make the 20 I need. And we're gonna put it up in here. This is the equipment slash treasures. Like, if I need for equipment for anything, I'm gonna put it in here. But, I mean, it is what it is. The police force is corrupt as hell, everyone. This is nothing new. If you've watched Redline, you know that the police force is corrupt as hell. Charcoal should have went back here. Yeah, it's gotta go in that one. I was about to say, does it go in this one? But charcoal goes here. The other stuff does not. So let's see. Does anything else go? No. Okay. Yeah, see, this has to stay open. Because of this. And the other one has to stay open because of the furnace. But everyone at some point expresses displeasure with Redline. But we all go back to it, you know, because it is fun. It is something that is built by a community. It's not just run by these two people. No, it is something run by a community, and it is worth it. You know, it is worth it. They bring very good stuff to the table, right? I'm not gonna criticize, okay, this basket is for, like, trees and stuff. This basket is for, like, the vegetables that I grow. Alright, so what do I need? I need 10 foothill. I need 4 more ingots. Okay. So wait a minute. I do have to buy this one, though. I will have to make the other one, though. Because I'll have to make the ingots. The ingots aren't... So I was going to try to not make this one. But apparently I have to make this one. If I do this one, that's 25 copper. I need... How many of this do I need? 3 ingot. 3 pieces make 1. So I need 4. So that's 3 times 4 is 12. Minus 2, I need 10 more pieces. But it is a community that is built. It is worth it. This is me, you know. Everyone has displeasure with it. But I'm not gonna tell people stop watching or stop trying to get in. No, it is worth it. It is worth it to go and do it. Okay, let's see. This has fast travel. Doesn't have a mine. Need one with a mine. This one has a mine. I can go right here and just sail up and it gets some of that cloud out of the way. But it is worth it. I'm still gonna tell people, like, if today one of my friends was like, hey, I want to play, should I apply for Redline? I would tell her, hell yeah. Look at all of a sudden the cloud pops up when I just get on this ship. Many drunken sailors. But I would still tell people to try to get into the server. It goes in spurts like this. Not everybody's gonna be happy with every decision made. My problem is an RP problem. It's not so much, and when I say I don't feel safe in the city, I mean Arya doesn't feel safe in the city because she doesn't think the police are gonna help her at all. She doesn't think the police are gonna help her at all, so she doesn't feel safe. I'm not taking it out of the city. Like, my brother was even talking about, I'm going fishing. I have to go. Oh, Travis, good luck. Good luck. Go catch some fish. Yeah, go touch grass. Real life always takes precedence, y'all. But, yeah, Arya doesn't feel safe in the city because she has zero faith in the cops. And, she also thinks the cops are gonna start targeting her. Which probably won't happen. We all know that, but you never know. There are some cops that are like that. Where did they come up with these songs, I wonder? Like, these are real songs from back in the day. Like, I mean, I'm taking the trees down. But yeah, in the city, Arya doesn't feel safe. So, yesterday I stayed away from the city. I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't go to any city. I didn't even play 5M yesterday. I, was building in Windrose, y'all saw. I was building those towers. Alright, let's get this wood, because I know I'm gonna need wood. Coconut. Let me grab some of this clay while I'm here, too. That's what I'm running into now, is I'm eating clay. For the pieces. But yeah, no, it's gonna be okay in the city, right? Things will go. The lawyering was something to do. But to be honest, you can go back and watch my streams. We didn't really do it that much. So while I'm mad about what happened, it didn't, like, it's not affecting my, RP in any way at all. Oh, and believe me, the people who will listen will know what happened. like the people who listen, I'm gonna tell them exactly what Frank's did. And they can't stop me from doing that. Alright. Did I collect all the down trees here? Yes, alright, let's do a couple of this. A little more of this, maybe. I'm probably not. I don't need to break up this whole piece. You know what? Hell with that. I'm breaking it pretty quick. There we go. Collect the spoils, and we'll go, because I don't want to fill up my inventory with clay and rock. And wood. Because I need to get to... I need to go north. I don't know if I can go that way. You know what? I still have a place I need to find. There's an alpha wolf guarding something. And I'm supposed to dig there to find something. And I never did. It might be. Is it? No, this isn't it. I always thought you should be able to get stuff out of there. Like, it should be like a horde type thing. Maybe I could suggest that. You know, the wolf den. Up, I got real life people. So they're fighting goats. Run in your base and steal your stuff. You made the wrong choice. You shoot? No, he's shooting at them. Okay. Here, I'll help you out, little goat. Oh, good job, little buddy. Too bad you're dead. He was gonna attack me next. We all know that. He just ran that guy over. It's good to see them on the receiving end of that once. Okay, I hear a wolf. Yep. Alright, I do not need... This is where the sun altar is, and that's where I got the pig whistle. As they call it, the boar whistle. See, but I got all these trees over here. I'm purposely not cutting these down. Because I know I'm going to need that wood sometime, and I want to leave some of it uncut. Alright, here's the mine right here. But, no, by the way, for those just, coming in, there's a city called, I can name cities. When I'm not in Redline, I'll name the city. There's a city called Echo RP. I don't want to name names too much, but somebody we all know plays in there. And they invited me to try it. Not move, right? They're not trying to poach, but try it. And I might. Just see. They say it's a very streamer-friendly city, so maybe one day y'all might see me on another server for a little bit. Just to see what they got. Ooh, back of the headshot. I want to make sure if you stay out of, like, the line of sight, they won't rush you. Okay, this is waste rock. See, I need the, ingots here. But this is waste rock, so it should get me rock. But the problem is there's a fee to get in the city. You have to pay to get into the city. Now, at first, I was like, you know what? That's bull, you know what I mean? But thinking about it, if you have to pay real money to get in the city, then that's gonna keep the trolls out. That's gonna keep the people who cause problems out the city. They're not gonna want to pay to be in there to do it. And there's like a constant population of like over 100 people. That's multiple people have told me that play in this server. There is always a huge number on. And more people means more stuff to do. I did go into Valley yesterday morning before I streamed. I think I told y'all. I talked to my friend there. She's semi-serious. She wouldn't, I'm not gonna say she wouldn't do good in Redline, but I don't know how she would do to serious RP. Like, there'd be a lot of times where she would just, like, talk about real-life stuff out of nowhere. Love her to death. She's a great person. But, like, some things that you can't do, I think it'd be I'm not gonna say she couldn't do it. I just think she'd have a harder time. But anybody trying, like, you know, on the fence, let me give you a little inspiration story, okay? I was a PlayStation player. I have been down since PS2. I have been a Sony fan person, right? I have been down with PlayStation. I'm not PC Master Race. I'm not an Xbox person. I was PlayStation. So, and I tried to do the GTA RP on PlayStation. And it was horrible, because it just doesn't have what PC has, you know? Understandably. But, I was watching, just like y'all were. I was watching Redline. I was liking the people. And, then one day I had the opportunity to get a PC. You know, next to nothing. The local discount store, the box store, Sam's Club, was selling it on discount for like, it was $999 down. Oh, I don't have enough rock. Okay. It was down from 1,000 to like 700. And I had just got my tax returns, and I was like, you know what? I can afford that. So I said, I'm gonna try Plan 5M. So I bought the PC. Obviously, I joined Redline, because y'all are watching. And I'll be honest with you, all the stuff I've said today, if anyone from the city is listening, listen to this specifically. Everything I'm going through, it is still worth being in the city. It is still worth being a part of the community. So if you're on the fence, if you're thinking like, man, maybe I wouldn't do good, you don't know until you try. And it's definitely worth, even though I'm having problems with the city, it's still definitely worth the journey. You know, the people, and the reason, here's the thing about it, and this is another takeaway, that if anyone's listening, listen to this. We wouldn't get so worked up about it if it wasn't worthwhile. If it was just, okay, it's just, like a game. None of us would get this worked up. We have a passion for it. I don't need this. I really don't need this. That's made in one recipe that I have never made. I'm already full of. But yeah, we wouldn't get this way if it wasn't worth it. It was just a game and, then. But it's definitely worth it. If you're on the fence about thinking if you can't or can't do it, if you have the means, try. You never know. You could be the next Elite. You could be the next, Havoc. You could be, and you might not think you ever did, but I guarantee you they didn't think they would blow up as big as they did. They didn't start day one being like, in, 5 years, I'm gonna have millions of subscribers. They probably started thinking that I'll be lucky if 5 people watch me my entire time. What don't I need here? I don't need the chili peppers. I don't need the goat horn. I really kind of do need everything else, though. I don't need the coconut. I can ditch out the coconuts after I fix it. But if you're on the fence about, like, thinking about, I costed, Sarah, have a good stream. I saw you in there. Trader. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. But, if you're on the fence thinking about it, honestly, I say go for it. It is worth it. And it is not easy. Don't get me wrong. You're not just gonna come in day one and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Norm." If you get that reference, you get that reference. But it is. This community is worth it. It is worth its weight in gold. Let me put it that way. You know, as passionate as we are, sometimes y'all are just as passionate. And that goes to show you how great of a community it is. Okay, well, one day they'll be on and I'll be able to rate them. But there are early morning streamers as well who I don't think they stream for very long. But we're all very passionate about Redline. It is worth keeping. It is good. You know, it's not something that any other server I've ever been in has been able to replicate. There are going to be times where we're all just like, you know, screw you, I'm going home. You know, screw you guys, I'm going home. But every server has that. There's a reason we keep coming back and y'all keep coming back. And it's because it is engaging. It is, you know, it is worth looking at. It's worth the effort. You know, I found out that this boat cannot be hit. Like, I can sail into the middle of those gunboats and stop. Look. I'll stay right here. All three ships see me. They'll never hit me. I don't think I can fast travel when I'm in, it says available. Let's see. Yep, okay. They can't hit you on that boat. And that's so that, you don't get, like, instantly killed trying to get to another island. It's a little leeway they give you at the beginning. Alright, let's put all the stuff in here. We need to go make this into ingots. And I got more wood so that I can make more charcoal. Okay, Kosh, the base is being built. If you haven't been paying attention or watching, I don't blame you. I've built the inner walls. I've got my watchtowers, which you can't really see right here, which I'm now seeing as there's something going on. This is the inner hall. This is the furnace, but the watchtowers, I said, is like right here. Like, I need to get, like, find a way to get an aerial. And I have an idea. My idea is this. I'm going to climb up on top of those rocks. I'm gonna make a bit ladder when I'm done. And I'm gonna climb up on top of these rocks and get a view from space, basically. So let's see, I can look back here. This is something I need to do. I don't need a roof, but I can build the walls up right here. Should I build the walls up right here? Actually, I think I might leave them down like that. I might build maybe one or two more. Maybe half the length of, let's see what it would look like. Yeah, I'm gonna build a little more on the walls there. Just, they look too low. Oh, I need to finish filling out the base. I did forget about that. I need a lot of these. Or no, I don't. Look at that. Only 4. Okay. I must have did that yesterday and forgot. I need to check the other side, though. Oh, yeah. Okay, I must have did this yesterday. I need to put them in here. I must have lined the base yesterday, not realizing. I didn't think I did that. Oh, there we go. There's some places. Let's see. So that should be all of this up to where the shadow. Well, the shadow's gonna change on the day, but no, I think I'll be fine with that. I need to make sure walls are done. Down at the bottom. Yep. All right. So now it's just I'm gonna put a design on the roof up top here, which means I'm gonna start with the ladders again. This is why, like, Fallout has a free camera, right? Like, you can just go free cam and hover and build that way. I wish all games had a similar system. But I'm building something up here. I'm not too sure what. I might build down here. Like, I might build these down. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. I don't think I have something like that, but how much do I need for this? Oh, yeah, of course, I need the stuff that I don't have. But yeah, I want to put on top of these parapets, I'm gonna build like a little corner piece, or maybe a piece in the middle, and put out cannons going in those each direction. And then I want to put a cannon firing in the front. Build like a little platform maybe, and then put the cannon on there. Okay, I could do. Do I have those pieces? I have these pieces. Okay, rock wall right here. Do they look similar? That's small though. I could put a giant A right here for Aria. Or should I build? I don't know. Should I build a pirate skull coming down from those? I'm thinking about the pirate skull. I know, Michael, but I mean, I didn't do that many cases. What if I do over here? Like, see, I can make, I can use this platform as like a balance. I don't know, I'd have to design it. I'd have to design the skull. I swear these are two different sizes, but you know what? Looking at them now, they're the same. Yeah, they're the same. I could just leave it like this, drop that down, make it connect that way. It's like just a giant back wall. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I could make an obelisk. Tommy was also complaining about his delayed court date. Yeah, they have no lawyers. They have no lawyers. I mean, the lawyers aren't flying in the city for a reason. Like even Carmine, he started a lawyer, Lenny O'Mill. He's not even in the city no more. Like we barely see him because it's not. I don't know how to say it. It's not. I don't know how to say it. Like, and not fair is not the right word. That's not the right word. Not fair. Like I see, not fair isn't the correct word. That would be the wrong word. But not worth it. That might be the right word. It's not worth it to be a lawyer. No one has your back. Everybody wants to see you fired. No one has your back if you're a lawyer. You are literally on your own. And the DOJ has proven that they do not have their lawyer's best interest at heart. They have proven that to me. I will never trust. Arya will never trust the DOJ. I got that going. What can I do here? I mean, I could spell out my name. I could literally spell out Aria right here. I'm not gonna do that, though. That's kind of weird. If I build this up, probably another 5 walls, and then drop it down, like put one ceiling and drop it to where it is here, I could probably make a Jolly Roger. The skull and crossbones. But I would have to build it up. You have to all give me a minute. I gotta go make coffee for my patient. Give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, let's see. Um, let's see. Gum up. I've been reading. else? I was able to see the complaint Owen sent to Rodney just a few minutes ago. Found Rodney's stream with that. Haven't watched it at all. I have to say it was dirty, but well put together. They caught the exact angle to get Arya in trouble. DOJ was supposed to counter the PD, but that hasn't been the case. They ignored Frank's issue and took only things that would convince DOJ that Arya was at fault. Franks didn't make the complaint, but Owen did. Owen wasn't even there. If I find out in Shitty that Owen made the complaint, I'm suing PD. Because Owen wasn't even there. It's extremely tricky to keep your temper controlled, so there's 0%. That was an Arya issue. In that particular case, they baited her and used the results. Going, oh, Frank's absolutely needs to go. He's ruining the entire server. He's not ruining the entire server, okay? Let me put it that way. He has a way that he plays, okay? We need a hard-ass cop like him, okay? He's not a POS. Come on. Don't be like that. He's playing, there's gonna be a need for a cop character like that, okay? There's gonna be a need. Yeah, I don't go into details. He absolutely threatened Arya and Eddie, at least reduction-wise, and retaliate out of server to get Arya. I don't know how he did it out of server, but I can only say they used sections of what happened to make Arya look bad, and looking at those well-chosen sections, COJ had to do what they did. Oh, and no, they could have asked for the full body cam. Being that they were accusing a DOJ member, that's BS. Being that a DOJ member, a lawyer, they could have asked for the entire body cam. So if they didn't see the entire body cam, then it is 100% wrongful termination, and they should be fired. CJ should be let go from judge as today, if that's the case. So I don't even know why Owen would do the report. He wasn't there. It was Harvey, Crow, and Franks. Those were the only 3 officers that were there. But yo, look, the police have been trying to get lawyers fired. They've been trying. Because like we said, we're the check and balances. If we're gone, then believe me, y'all think it's bad now. Wait till the lawyers are gone. The criminals are criminals are getting guns now. I guarantee you, within the next 2-3 weeks, it's gonna be killing cops on site. It's gonna be RDMing cops, open free reign. Because people are just gonna get tired of it. You know, the criminals are starting to get guns now. And the criminals are just going to lure cops into ambushes and just take them out. And you know what? Back in 1.8, I used to be like, that's wrong. Now, I don't give a... Right? I don't care. Do it. Arya does not care at all. From what I've been able to understand, I think Owen was tasked to report based on officer stories. Okay, if that's the case, that's fine. But if he cherry-picked and the DOJ did not see the entire incident in its full, then guess what? They are corrupt as hell. Then the DOJ is 100% corrupt. Okay, so this is all built. The hall's built. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the hall. Might just make it like a storehouse, bedroom type area where I'm gonna put the workers over here. I'm gonna leave those other 2 guys at the camp, the quest people. But the workers I'm gonna bring over here, this might be like, or should I just move everything over here? Like all the stuff I have in here, should I just make it inside this hall? That way everything's put together. That might be the way to go. Like weapon and armor and jewelry over here. Kitchen over here, you know, like, I might do that. I might just put everything in here. That way its crafting is just one stop. It's everywhere at the same place instead of in here, in there, in here, in there. Yeah, that's probably the best bet. I need to put lights in here, though. I'm gonna do that at a different time. But, so, I told y'all I was gonna do it. Go ahead, close up the doors. I'm not collecting these. I actually want the plants to be here as, like, scenery. I'm only going to collect them when I need them. And I actually have to collect some right here because I thought I was planting these, but I was planting the berries instead. So I planted the wrong one. I do need those, though. Eventually, I will need to make some more of this. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Oh, I thought that was the same thing. Oh, these are beans. Okay, like, see, I don't have enough. There's like 6 crops I need to grow, but I only have enough for like 4. So I'd need to maybe section off. Is this done? Yes, this is done. Okay, we could do this real quickly. Yeah, before I forget and use that on something else. All right, there's the big furnace. This one does everything. I don't need that small one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take everything. I'm gonna go put the stuff up. But I think I'm gonna take all of this stuff and just put it in that big main room. And then these can be like the bedroom type areas. Alright, I have clay or fur. Okay, so ingots and then treasures is all I have left. But I'm gonna go into Redline. I said I was. You know what? I'm just gonna put the money in here for now. Well, my pocket's empty. Well, I want the crock kebab. That's the only thing I want in my pockets. Just in case I need it for something. Whoop. I'm gonna move these chests, by the way. These 2 chests, they're not gonna stay here. But for now, they are. Okay. And we're gonna make, we're just gonna go ahead and make like 100 charcoal. I get what you're saying, Scythe. I do, okay? But we need people like that. There has to be a bad guy, right? The criminals are not, they're the bad guys and cops and robbers. But Frank's is the balance to RJ. Let me put it that way. RJ's a fun cop. People like dealing with RJ. But you need a cop that's gonna be a hard ass. Now, yeah, you know, that's certainly an opinion, and you can have your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. But I'm not gonna say it's going downhill. Like it is, but it isn't. It's not so much bad content as it is different content now. Like we're getting different stories, different. Some people are actually thriving in 2.0. I am. I'm thriving in 2.0. I've never had been this anything in Redline. But I'm thriving in 2.0. I own a business. I work for Bob's. Hold on. What do I got here? Uh, sport team to farmers market. Let's see. Oh, I think they fixed the farmers market stuff. The issues have been resolved. All right. See? There you go. There's 15 people in Redline at the moment, so I will make 60. But no, I see. I'm waiting for the other side of the coin to drop, right? I'm waiting for today for like Bucket to call me and go, hey, you're not in charge of the restaurant, you're fired, all this stuff. That's what I'm waiting for. Gosh, it's like PD 5, DOJ 0. Like, realistically, you know, I was willing to work with any of the cops. I was willing to work with any of them. Even like in city, we all know the haha with Harvey, right? Me and him going back and forth. But I'd work with him. I would have been perfectly fine. But if and especially if they only watched cherry pick options and didn't watch the entirety of the sit, then yeah, CJ can take Harry's dick out of his mouth. Like, honestly, then now what I went off on him for, 100%. If that's what happened, if they only cherry pick certain things, then yeah, CJ really does need to take Harry's cock out of his mouth. But look, I'll tell you this right here. Let Franks do what he's doing. And when the server doesn't have enough people to even like launch and no one's getting content, then they'll figure out what's going wrong. But to be honest, you know, that's what's going to happen. People are going to get tired of dealing with stuff and they're just going to find it's not like there's 32,000 cities. Right? It's not, Redline's not the only game in town. But if people have a problem with it, they're going to leave. I'm talking about going to another server, right? Not permanently, not leaving Redline, but even I'm talking about going and joining another server. It's a whitelisted one. And eventually they're going to have it's just going to be 5, 6 criminals and 5 or 6 cops. And that's it. That's all you're going to get. The stuff will be dealt with in city. There will be a time where they're going to be like, look, this is affecting the city. This needs to be dealt with. And hopefully it's done before it's at a tipping point. You know, hopefully it's done before more people are leaving than, joining. I'm still going to tell people to join, though. It is worth it. Not all RP can be sunshine and roses, Bad things are going to happen, and you have to go with the situation. But they told, from what I understood watching another stream, Arya doesn't know this, but I do. They were just going to basically, well, here's my thing. They were like, we're going to take your license and then in 3 weeks you can reapply. Which basically means, hey, we just want your money. We just want you to spend your money again. Why not suspend the license for 3 weeks? No, we want your money. And that's another reason, but they shot my credibility with the police. Anytime I would have been lawyering, all they would have had to do is go, we're just going to complain about you. And then what can I do? So that's why I say the DOJ did not have my back at all. I can't be a lawyer anymore. They've ruined my credibility. The DOJ ruined my credibility with the officers with what they did. Yep, enough with other cities. All right, I'll be honest with y'all. I'm going to my farm. I'm not really bothered to do anything else in here. I really am not bothered to do any. I don't want to, I'm not here to talk to people today. I'm not here to try to, no, I'm just here to do the farm. See if what I did 2 days ago, do what I gotta do. Let's see, Seth Brooks, missed call. Eddie, hello, where is Zinc and Ratton Canyon? I'd have to go find that. Now, see, I'll work with Eddie. I'll work with Eddie. Eddie's been nothing but nice to me. Oh, I bought a new truck, by the way. I bought the truck Madeline was selling. She didn't want that much for it. I come to find out that she got a good price for it. But you know what? I like the paint job I got on it. It's a sticker. I like that it handles, I think, better than the Invictus. And I'm probably going to sell the Invictus. I might just sell it back to the dealership, to be honest. I would get more than I paid for this, but less than I paid for it. But I've had it for weeks now, so. If I sold the Invictus, I think I'd get 225, and I paid 200 for this. So I've already used the Invictus. I've already, driven it around, did things. I might keep both. I don't know. But for right now, I'm not really hurt. But honestly, the second they tell me that, the Bob's thing is done is when I stop farming altogether and just do alcohol and just become another, the city be damned. The city won't be able to eat at all. Or if they do, Yvette's Bob's $400 burger will end up going to like $700 because they're going to have to pay double for ingredients. And that's not holding the city hostage, right? Some people would be like, well, no, I just decided not to do food anymore. I own the farm. There's nothing they can say that, there's no DOJ or police, anything that can tell me, hey, you have to do food. If I wanted to right now, I could sell every food machine I had and just buy 2 alcohol and that's it. They're looking for people to run the restaurants, yeah, but I mean, Yvette stepped up. So I got the hunch they did fix the wine. So see, look, all the negativity, they are working on the server, everyone. They are doing the things they need to do to fix stuff. So give them time, okay? Don't just instantly be like, they're blah, 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 blah. No, they are trying to help the server, okay? And I appreciate that. But see, I have 250K right there, just in the wine. The farms might be broke, though. Let's see. If they're not broke, then they need to be repaired. Yeah, see, the red grape needs to be repaired. The white grape should need to be repaired. Yep. Let's get the water pump. Let's just repair them all while I'm here. Keep them all pumping. Okay. Then those don't need it. The garlic farm doesn't need it. What about the chicken farm? Yeah, I saw it. Nope. All right, let's see. The machines probably are going to be broke. Pardon me. Bottle machine. Nope, we're good on the bottle machine. The red wine should need repair, or the white wine. They both should, actually. Well, nope. The red one's pretty good. Okay, white. Okay. Okay. Somebody did ask about beer. Uh, beer? Somebody asked about it, but I can't be bothered to make it. Like, honestly, this machine is like a click away from being sold. This one and this one. The only reason I didn't was because they increased the cap. So I can buy 5 more machines now. So I'm kind of just hesitant to sell it just in case. The crime doesn't interest me though. That's the thing. Like that's one of the drawbacks of 5M for me. I'm so used to GTA 5 doing crime that I got bored with it. I got bored with just doing the stuff. So the crime here, I'm more interested in the other side because you don't get to do that in GTA Online. Okay, I have, let's see, I need to deposit $384 to put me back up to 525, which this is 250K worth of alcohol. So that'll put 775. And basically the alcohol right there pays for that truck, right? That alcohol I already have in my done. That'll basically pay for the truck. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's $1 million. So it's 1.2 million glass I have. Oop, hold on. Oh. I'll look at that later. I can't do it right now. But so let's see. If I wanted, do I have enough room to make alcohol? And what I mean by do I have enough room is do I have enough yeast? Let's see. I don't have yeast to make alcohol. I need 300 yeast. I have 0 yeast. So yeah, I need to go make some more yeast. Do I have 300 here? Or do I only have 2? I have 193. Okay. But yep, I need to go get wheat plants. So we're gonna go do that. Like I said, this is gonna be a little bit of farming. You know what? I do need to go find that zinc in Ratton Canyon. Because Eddie is asking. Let's see. I had 12 missed calls. Seth, Ralph, Snowy, Natalie, Eddie, Oliver, Unknown, Joey, Oliver, Jerry. Now, Jerry, Joey, Ralph probably were calling for lawyer. Oliver too, probably. I don't know about the other people. Hello, where is zinc in Ratton Canyon? All I can find is gold. You know what? Let me do that real quick. I'm not really interested in the alcohol. You know, how much does the tablet weigh? 0.01 pound? That's not that much. He's not going down far enough is what I'm thinking. Because I don't know why, but something right there always turns my tires in toward that field. Like I could be on this road and something right there just makes my car turn left. I just don't, the crime doesn't interest me at all. Like, honestly, I'll be honest with you, Valley, okay? I don't want to talk about it because it is another city. In that one, it's semi-serious. It is not like this. It's completely different from this city. That one I might do crime in, just because it's not taken seriously. It's like wacky crime. But even there, probably not. Even in the other semi-serious, I was EMS, and I just worked at a restaurant and hung out with friends. You know, I really didn't do crime there. I grew. They had a growing system in there that was just like easy. So I would grow it and then give it to the husband, and then he would sell it. But other than that, but I mean, in any serious server, I'm probably not going to be interested in crime. Even Sierra, it's okay, but at the same time, it's just like, it's just the same thing over and over again. At least like doing the farm, working the restaurant, it's different. It's never the same. Robbing stores, robbing graves, it's just all the same thing. It just becomes doing the exact same thing for a different item. And that's boring. Let's see, like the mining, finding all these nodes, that was fun. It was different. I still, like I found most of these nodes on stream too. Like I wasn't looking for stuff and then I found it. But like I robbed pharmacies with I robbed pharmacies with Sierra. That was what I did most of the time. And it just got to the point where it was just like, okay, meh, okay, meh. It just got so boring doing it. I get why people do it, don't get me wrong, you know? But the crime aspect, it just gets so boring so fast. You're just doing the same thing over and over again. There's a reason, like, people stopped robbing stores. There's a reason people stopped robbing, because they were just like, I've done it. You know, I find the interactions outside way more entertaining than the crime. Now, running from police, sure, that's fun. That's fun to watch, you know. See, that's gold over there. So I see what he's doing. He's not coming down far enough. To see all this is gold. Those little lights you're seeing across the street. But if you come down here, you have different nodes. Like I'm talking about down here, not like I'm trying to remember exactly. Right here, I see him. Is it right here or is it past? I think it's right here. I think it's those nodes over. Yep, I see him. Let me see him. I don't have my pickaxe, do I? But yep, see those over there. Eddie, if you're not coming down far enough. And the zinc ones are right there. Like, it's not the best place to get zinc. Let me put it that way. It really isn't. And most of that is silver over there. But, don't think I'll have to lock the door, but I will. Hopefully I don't get swept up in the current. Hopefully I can walk across this. Okay, good. But this is silver, right? I don't have my pickaxe. But, here's what I'm thinking that at one time, I climbed up on this. And it's let me mine it. It let me mine, actually it was this one over here. I climbed up on this and it let me search it. And then I could never do it again. So I'm thinking this is something, but you need like a bigger tool for it. Like the pickaxe isn't enough. I'm thinking this could be titanium, but you need something else, like that's not been put in yet to get it. Because it looks like ore. It looks like ore. But yeah, in Ratton Canyon, you can get zinc and silver out of these nodes. So you didn't go down far enough. That was the problem. He was looking at the gold down there. He didn't come. Like, if you want to go node hunting, you go at night. You go at night. Because at night, the ore glows. You see how it is? Like, turn my lights off and you can see it. It's just like shining at you. I don't know if it's meant to do that, but so it is here. He just didn't come down far enough. He went to the goal and stopped. Ratton Canyon is a long canyon. There might be even more too, like, but I know everything I write in my book is in here. It might be over here, you know, it could be over there. But I do believe that those nodes were where you get it. But yeah, if you're gonna go hunting for nodes or mining stuff, you do it at night. Because they glow, and it's way easier to see them. All right, but we're gonna go down this road to see if maybe they were up here too. I honestly didn't watch any Redline yesterday. That's a lie. I watched about 20 minutes of Ralph. And then they were just talking about trying to get the bank heist started. And I'm like, you know what? Not really interested in the bank heist. So I was like, I'll click it off. But then we celebrated Mother's Day yesterday with my mother. We went and did a lot of things. I share it to him, gosh. I don't charge him for it. I give it to him. I give it away for free. A lot of people have it, but a lot of people have the outdated version. Because, you know, the new version, which has everything, I think I've only given that one to like 4 or 5 people. But most people have the basic book, not the upgraded one. Jerry, I think, wants the book. He called me about it the other day. Eddie might need Eddie has the new book because he knew about Ratton Canyon. That's not in the basic book. You know what else I find so dumb? How easily people forget things in here. I really do find it easy that if they just bring the card reader over here and get into there. I mean, it says missing card reader. It says when you click on when you third eye it, it'll say missing item card reader. And I know they have them. They've talked about them. They're looking for where it goes. Is that an albino deer? Is that a white deer? No, it looked in the moonlight. It looked like it was white. I was about to say, I've never seen that. I'd have to go get it. I'd have to like take a picture of it. Well, they do and they don't. You have PD officers who will, like right now, there might be people that want to do crime, and I don't blame this for this, okay? I do not blame them for this. They have a lot of people that do crime, but they do like sweaty crime. Like they're not good criminals. Just like there's not good cops, there's not good criminals. When the boys are on, when the content starts, they know they're going to get good content. So they're going to want to be on. I don't blame them for that. If I was going to make a cop character, I would want to be on when they were on. Right? It's just, that's how it is. You know you're going to get good stuff. So I don't blame the cops for not being in the city 24 hours a day. You know, I don't blame them at all. Like Vinny was in here earlier, right? Vinny, I was watching someone else's stream, and Vinny was the officer on duty. No PD, criminals can't do anything, which means mechanics have nothing to do. Yeah, well, haha. There are plenty of people like me who forget to eat, forget to buckle their seatbelt. The EMS do have stuff to do. Speaking of, is anything open right now? That's a home. I don't have a home. Oh, I did find out, by the way, the drills, the drill, my smelter, all of that can 100% can go into RJ's garage because it's considered a home. It's not considered a business. So if RJ wanted to, I'd share the pay and the rent with him, and I could put all my drills and furnaces there. But I don't do the glass work anymore. It is hoarding RP, but a good RPer will find ways, right? Somebody like Echo. Echo is a fantastic RP. She's on a lot when the boys aren't on, and she still manages to get good stuff. You find a way. If I wanted to, I could find a way. Right now, I'm a little, like, antisocial with the people of Redline, but, you know, that'll change. Of course, it'll change. But I understand people can't. Plus, they have jobs. You know, some of them have real life jobs and they can only play at certain times. But I'm not mad about them for doing that. I get what you're saying, though, Scythe. I do understand exactly what you're saying. And I've thought about that myself sometimes, right? Like, you can't do 12-hour streams. You notice that no one's doing 12-hour streams anymore because there's no cops on to do them. It's going to be like 8 hours of just nothing and then 4 hours of fun. But it's the way it's going to go, you know? That's just the way it is. Things are never going to be the same. If you know, you know. All right, let's go get this wheat. We can start making some more yeast. I got to go get, well, do I have to get water? I know I have plenty of water over here, but do I have 800 water? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't need to make bread right now, so if I have 100 here, nope, I'm gonna have to go get water as well. I'm gonna get an even amount though. I might just start for water, getting like the even amount. That way I'm not hoarding water as well. But, you know, it is what it is. There are times when, I've had some of my best scenes when PD is not even around, when it's just talking to people, getting that real, you know? I've been in some cities where good RP is considered not shooting a cop the instant you see him. That's what they consider good RP. And I'm like, that's RDM. And they're like, oh, well, you know, and they explain it. Well, it's allowed because, and it's like, okay. When I say I've only played in like 7 cities, believe me, I've played in a lot. If I spend more than a day in your city, I have played it. Otherwise, I visited. Like there's one city I went to yesterday morning, or was it yesterday morning? It was yesterday morning. I was looking for new cities and I went on Reddit and they had somebody advertising one that had like all this stuff. Farming was in it. And, I was interested because I like the farmer aspect. But their farmer is like, you go to a location, push E, and you pick stuff. And then you go sell it. That's it. Like, no actual farming. And the city was beautiful. They had, like, slums. Like, they had actual, like, you know, closed off streets, militia-type people watching it so the cops couldn't come in. But I was in the city for, like, 30 minutes, and I crashed, like, 4 times. So I was like, okay, and there's only a 10-person limit in the city. Only 10 people can be in there. They want to get more. They said on the Discord that they were looking to expand it. But for the time being, there's nothing to be had there if I keep crashing. So I might go visit again, but it's just visiting. It's not, I don't want to, I'd love to like find, the city I was in is called Idols or Karma, whatever you want to call it. It's a female-owned, operated, oriented server. Like a lot of cosmetics in the world, like flowers, pink, yellow, green flowers, everything. Pink is a color in there. Let me put it this way. Pink is not a color, it's a lifestyle in that city. And at most, we had about 10 people flying in, right? It wasn't a big city, but everyone RP'd with everyone. There was none of this mentality. The cops would let you go as long as the story sounded good. Like, they would be, like, as long as you can, I convinced them that I wasn't robbing a house, that I answered a birdie post of somebody looking to move that I myself had made. I signed into my birdie username was not my city name. So I made a birdie post like, hey, y'all, I gotta move tonight. Gotta be out by midnight. Anybody want to help? I'll pay. Key under the mat. I might be sleeping. And then I went to rob the house and the police come and they catch me outside holding a boombox. Like caught 100%. But I explained that I was helping this guy move. I saw his post on Birdie. And when I showed him the post on Birdie, they were like, okay, everything seems fine. Have a nice day. And they left me and I continued robbing the house. That's the kind of RP they gave. They would let you go. They knew I was doing it, right? They knew 100%. But it seemed legitimate, like that could be happening. You know, key under the mat. I might be sleeping. Don't wake me up, work in the morning, something like that. You know? That was RP like that. It was none of this, I have to arrest you. I don't care about your story. You know, none of that. Was it better? No. It was just different. Wasn't any better. It was different. I don't have any of those commands set up. I need to, and I've been meaning to. I just had. Right, I did not want to take the train tracks, by the way. This was not my intent. I overturned, I overcorrected on the road. But like that would not fly in your Redline, right? If I had a note saying that if I brought like my notepad and I made a piece of paper with like instructions on how to do repossessions and all that, and I started doing a house robbery, they're gonna arrest me. They're not gonna want to RP it. They're not gonna care about it. They're just gonna want to arrest me. But like there are certain cities that it's legal to just shoot the cops, right? It's just, you know, if they show up, they have cities I've seen where you can shoot a cop even if they're not interacting with you. Like if you're in Legion and they try to Legion, people could just start opening fire on them and kill them and not get in trouble. And I'm like, why would you be a cop? So there are good cops cities, which Redline's a good cop city. I would have to say it's a good cop city. It has a couple of bad apples, but every city does. But I mean, there are some that, you know, it's like, dude, there's no way you could be a cop. And then they all start complaining because nobody wants to be a cop and they can't do their crime. It's an ebb and flow. But I mean, yeah, like right now, Arya might run from the police. Like if the police were to try to pull her over, she might run from them and say that she's afraid they were going to shoot her because she didn't feel safe because the police were targeting her and they're harassing her and all that. Which, you know what, I have a point with that. But like if it was Vinny, I'd be nice to Vinny when I found out it was him because Vinny's always been good. If it was RJ, I'd stop, you know. But any other Harry, I'm running from Harry because Harry allowed this to happen, right? Harry allowed his cops to be the way they are. I'm not blaming Harry for that, right? Harry can't control what Franks does. I get that. But at some point, when do you need to discipline your officer? You know? At some point, you're going to have to, you know, do something. That guy's just sitting there. Oh, okay. They might be doing stuff Sundays. A lot of times on Sundays, they like to do the updates. So if you see like screen lag or it looks like I crashed, it might just be them like tweaking a number, you know, doing some server maintenance. There's good and bad. Look at it this way. All in all, coming down to it, good and bad in every city in the servers, all the in 5M. This city is one of the good ones. People might bitch and complain. People might have, you know, those kind of thoughts, but at the end of the day, there's a reason they don't tweet. That's bullshit though, Kosh. I have been at the forefront of like 12 Mike's complaints. I've been in the room for at least 12 Frank's complaints, and they've not done anything to him. So that's BS. Them talking like that, that's 100% BS. They know. It's been reported. They don't do anything. Telling him not to do it again is not working if that's what they're deciding to do. I have been the lawyer for at least 5 people making complaints against him in cells for insta-tasing, ramming them at high speeds, running them over as they're trying to get away. And like I thought to myself, okay, maybe lag, right? Maybe spider on the foot. But apparently no, like one person said Frank's ram just told him, I'm going to hit you if you run, and then ran him over. And I made the complaint to an officer for him, and nothing was ever done about it. So bullshit when they say that. I made the complaint. I put it in writing for him and submitted it. Yet, no, nothing done. He was still at work the next day. He should not be allowed in the courtroom, I will say that. Frank should not be allowed. He interrupts the judge after the judge has told him not to interrupt. He shouldn't be allowed to be in the courtroom at all. If he was involved, especially, he should not be able to be a lawyer if he can be a potential witness. That's everyone, though. That is everyone in the city. That's not just him. But if, like, Harry can be called as a witness, then Harry shouldn't be able to try the case. It's a conflict of interest. Who knows? I could go to Murphy and be like, I need to talk with you. I have a complaint about PD. You need to ask the entire incident from Harvey Goody's point of view. That's what I could do. Because Harvey, I talked to Harvey. I didn't talk to Franks. I talked to Harvey. You need to see the entirety of the video. Or I wonder if I could sue PD. I might ask him. I want release of the full video. I want the DOJ to see everything that happened. I might have to call and ask them that. I'll sue him for harassment. That is a crime. Okay, so I need to turn on the powder machine. And I would ask him, did you see the full video? Or did you see cherry picked? And if he says, I saw cherry picked, I'm going to be like, well, then I'm suing the DOJ for wrongful termination because you did not do your due diligence in finding out everything. My whole problem is that they didn't stand behind the lawyer. Like, that's my whole thing. Like, you have no loyalty to your lawyers. You shouldn't be a judge then. I know, it's only been 5 days. I can still make the report on Frank, so I might do it, actually. It'll be seen as retaliatory. Okay, I only need 100 water. You know what, I'll get the water later. I will get the water later. I will get the water later. Yeah, I kind of like the sticker on this truck is the black, like the hood and the sides it's just made the hood and the sides of it black, but not the bottom. And then I put a lava red pearlescent to make the red pop. And the tires are garnet red because it was closer to the actual red color I wanted than the red. I made the bison in the back the same color so that it isn't as visible. I didn't pull the tires out. I think Natalie did that because I bought it from Natalie, but I kind of like how it is. It drives. It doesn't have that sway in the back that the Invictus does. When I turn, it doesn't want to instantly 360. Like the Invictus taking that turn usually does like an entire 180. I'm actually doing something now. I'm on a mission because I think I have something. I don't know if that was a player or an NPC standing right there. I might have something. Let's see. Let's go see. Y'all are all coming. If I could, honestly, there's 2 people I would not serve at Bob's Burgers. If I could, but I can't. Like, you have to serve everyone. I asked. I'd ask that question. Charge PD more. Charge PD 50% more and ambulance 50% less. See, I'm not going to do that because there's certain cops. It's not all the cops. There's certain cops, not all of them. I'm not going to punish all the cops for the actions of a few. Like, I'm not going to punish the city by withholding food for the actions of a few cops. That's wrong. That's not who Arya is. She really doesn't take things personal either, but this is personal. This is very personal to her. Because this was targeted at her. Like, this was targeted. They can't say it isn't. No one in the city will convince me that this was not a targeted attack on her. What I could do, though, is anytime PD came into the restaurant, be like, oh, we just closed. They can't complain about that at all. Tempering? Did anybody tempering with evidence? I know it's supposed to be tampering, but look, if he did just cherry pick, I can sue the PD for this. Tampering with evidence. If they didn't provide the full evidence, if they just picked what they wanted, then that's a tampering of evidence. That's a felony. Whoever did it gets charged with a felony. So I do need to talk to, I'll talk to CJ, honestly, if he's available. Be like, CJ, I need to ask you 2 questions. And if he doesn't want to talk to me, then I'll file a complaint against him with the DOJ with Murphy. Because this is not a legal help issue. This is a judge issue. Because I need to ask him, did you see the entire clip? Or did you see, I'm gonna ask him whose body cam, he doesn't have to tell me either. But I'm gonna be like, did you see from Officer Goody's body cam who dealt with the situation? And if he says no, then I'm gonna be like, so you didn't see everything that happened. So they're tampering with evidence. I should just start the suit now. I should just call up some lawyer and be like, exactly, yeah. Exactly. I should just call up a lawyer and start a lawsuit. Even if I lose, I'll pay the new fine. Hell, but they'll have to put all of the body cam. They will have to put all of it out, and then they don't get to cherry pick. Then when it comes out that, oh, wait a minute, that's not. Like, I love that Harry was like, I saw the body cam. I saw the body cam. Did you? Did you really? Or did you see what they showed? Because like I said, I'll go pull up my stream from that day, and I'll let it play over this one, and y'all can hear that at no time did I say more reductions or else. Anything close to that. I will let y'all listen to Frank's crashing out. Somebody took all of the food. I did not take all the food. Somebody did throw all of it away. They burnt stuff there. Why are they keeping burnt food? Like, why? You know, at this point, I'm so tempted to. Why? This thing with the stash, for some reason, it never lets me go. I am so tempted to just yank the money, 500K, and just tell him, you know what, I'm done, I quit. I'm so tempted to. And just tell Bob, you know, look, you lied to me. You couldn't sell me the business when you did. I took my money back. I made that money. I took it back. I'm so tempted to do it. And then the business falls. No one's working there. No one's getting food. No one's eating. They take it from Bob. And I don't care. God, this city is so close to burning, isn't it? This city really is so close to burning down. Damn, I I'm sitting here thinking while I'm driving, I'm thinking about all the things, and it really is teetering on a, I'd never really thought of it like that. Oh, okay. But y'all could, okay. We couldn't see, so you couldn't see, but you could hear. Because hearing's the thing. Seeing is, most of it happened before the reset, though. Like, I think me and Harvey had came to an accord, then the reset happened and we were waiting for Franks to come back. And then I said, as long as Franks wants to negotiate with me, I will drop the report. I am not asking for further reductions. I'm saying let me do my job. But his attitude was ridiculous to me. Ridiculous to me. But yeah, no, this city, God, you know, I'm thinking about it. All what we've said this morning, this city is close to being set on fire, isn't it? Damn, like eye-opening time. None of the restaurants want to do anything right now. None of the mechanics are all complaining. I don't know why the mechanics are complaining, though, to be honest. I guess lack of business. I guess you could sit at a place for like an hour, and if nobody comes, yeah, I could see that. I don't know. Huh. But yeah, I'll be quite honest with y'all. Give me 1 second. I'll be honest with y'all when I get back. Give me 1 second. Sorry, everybody. I was about to say, the tax thing. Look, I'll be honest with y'all. I watched Bucket's 5-minute stream last night. Right? I watched his little 5-minute stream. He is 100% correct. It is not hard to do the taxes for the businesses. It is not hard. Hello. He's busy. See, I have the Invictus and I have the Bison. They both hold the same amount. The Invictus is a lot like narrower though. Like it's not as wide. It's wide bottom. But so I'm thinking about just selling this back to the dealership. But no, yeah, Bucket's not wrong. It's not hard. Like today, all I have to do today is look at how much money we have. Then next Sunday, I look at how much money we have. Guess what? That's how much money we made. It is not hard at all. The problem is everybody assumed, and Bucket, Tommy, Maka, if any of y'all are watching, I think y'all will agree with me on this. People know that Bucket is a numbers guy. So they expected him to just do it all in his own way. I think they just assumed that Bucket would find out all the information and do his number stuff. Well, he can't now. So now you have to do it yourself. And they're like, well, we thought that someone else that he would do it for us. And he can't. So while it isn't, I get the tax brackets, right? But I get the government's position too in this one. You know, I get the government's position. If you make, let's say, Mechanic A opens up. He's open for 6 days a week, right? 6 days a week, 7 hours a day, and he pulls in $4 million in 1 week. Then you have Mechanic B, who was open 1 day for like 4 hours, who made like $200K. Of course, Mechanic A is going to complain he's paying too much in taxes, but he made so much more. You know, the tax rate is fair right now, I would say. For what Bob's got charged taxes was extremely fair. for the money that they made. Extremely fair. But I think they thought everybody assumed Bucket was a numbers guy and he was gonna look. No one opened yesterday. 0 sales on the night. A restaurant, 9 sales. So somebody bought something. Gary Callahan bought supplies, business supplies. Yep, Senna opened. I know that Senna opened a restaurant. He used up all the food, so that's probably where the food went. Unfortunately for him, I am not interested in refilling the restaurant at all. But so let's see. I don't know if the last one will be seen. Filter by withdrawals. There we go. Government taxation last week was $2,500, right? I made $400,000. That's not a bad amount. You know, when was the last time a government? Right here, it was 2,500, right? That's Bob. Bob. But you see, the taxes aren't ridiculous. Not at all. It's not that bad, but everybody assumed that Bucket would do it. You know, Echo Coffee Bean going bad. I honestly, if I get control of the restaurant, y'all, look, this is a verbal contract with any of the city officials that are watching. If I get control of the restaurant, I probably would give Echo her ingredients for free. Just because I want to promote the RP. And it doesn't really bother me. Hell, honestly, if it wasn't for, and I will be honest, if it wasn't for the temptation to remove stuff like this, I would hire Echo at the farm and she can go pick up whatever she needs. But the temptation to take alcohol, I don't want that to be, and I know what you're thinking, she wouldn't do that, but I don't want to have the opportunity where it comes up, right? I trust Lolly. She's a great streamer. I don't want that. I want to turn it on. I trust her, right? But do I trust Echo? Because she has to play the part of Echo. Plus, I don't really want the boys being involved in my farm. You know, I don't want any kind of criminal activity on the farm. The farm's got to remain legal. But let me go get this 100 water. We'll start making the yeast. And then I might make, I think I make 200 bottles with what I got here. I'm probably going to call Bucket, see if he's around, and be like, I got 500 bottles if you want to buy it. Just get the city some money. But, oh, also, there's something else we need to do. I should have done it when I went and got the wheat. We, remember that food oil I put up on the market? I want to go see if I pull it off. If the condition's 0, it'll tell me it's gone. If the condition's 0, it'll tell me it's just been destroyed. And if I pull it off and the condition is still where it's supposed to be, but you should put rules she needs to follow. She does work at Bob. No, it wouldn't be Bob's Burgers. It would go back to being Burger Shot because that's the name is logoed all over the city as Burger Shot. I wouldn't give it. Bob's Burgers was because it was Bob, and there's a TV show called Bob's Burgers. But if I got it, it would be give the city some money. You know they make the money, right? But I've been giving the city money by opening the restaurant, and apparently everybody's bitching and moaning about it. Which everybody is 2 people. Everybody bitching and moaning about it is possibly 4, but I know 2. But then again, 4 people is like 2% of the city population at the point. Like, you only have 30 people flying in daily or 40 people flying in. You know, 2 people is, what, 6% of the population? Redline is not dead. It will be back. It will be, back to, like, there'll be nights where there'll be a queue to get in. No problem, Neil. You take your, look, real life comes first. I expect every day when I come into stream, I expect the viewer, like it says concurrent viewers. That's how many people I have watching. I expect it to be in like the single digits. I really do. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. They did raise the pay. Well, see, here's the thing. I know 2 people And it is, y'all know who one of them is. The other one is Bucket himself. Because even Bucket was like, this is a bad deal. But see, he didn't tell me it was a bad deal. He should have told me, hey, look, you can't do that. Because then I wouldn't have done it. Then I would have just said, hey, well, Bob, can I just, we wouldn't have done the deal. But see, that's what I'm afraid of, is that they're going to hold me responsible for it and not Bob. Like, Bob gets a free pass. But I'm the one who gets in trouble. And if they do that, then I might be leaving the city for good. Because then it will be targeted. Then it will be 100% targeted. And I'm not going to play in a city where I'm being targeted. There's no way. It wouldn't be fair chance at all. Like Arya, I know I said before, and I mean this. Ignorance is not an excuse. I didn't know I couldn't do it that way. I thought Bob owned Bob's Burgers like I owned the farm. That's how I thought it was. I didn't realize the application process and all that. Now that I know that, if something does come of it, I will gladly leave the business. I want my money back. But actually, I don't know if I would want all my money back because I did I did work there. I did make the paycheck. So I'd want a portion of it back. But, and I'd go about doing it the right way. But no, look, I'm honestly, if they start targeting people, then I'm not playing in a city that does that. Because that means no one's safe. That means if they don't like you, they can just get rid of you with no reason. And I don't think they would do that here. I really don't. I'll say 99.9% do not believe. To be honest, I believe 75%, they don't care what I'm doing. As long as it doesn't affect server economy, making millions of dollars off of doing something that I shouldn't be. That's the 25%. But for the most part, I really don't think they care what I'm doing. But, like I said, I don't want to do anything bad for the economy. And opening the restaurants only good for the economy. Because they don't get taxes off of the sandwich sales or the water sales. They don't get money. They don't get any money from that. They get money from taxing businesses. And if the businesses aren't open, then there's no tax money coming in. If there's no cops on patrol and they're not catching criminals, there's no fines coming in. The only way you can make money is alcohol. And then even then, none of us have been doing alcohol because, no, I'm not doing that. No. I'm not going to do anything to harm the economy. And and you can ask any of the support staff anytime I have found something. Anything, even if it's the smallest thing, I've reported it. I don't want to be that person getting in. Oh. Oh, no, come on. Come on. I can't flip the truck. That's the problem. Let's see, I might be able to now. I wasn't before, but let's see if I can do it now. No vehicle nearby to flip. Okay. That's a weird angle how it flipped, though, isn't it? No vehicle nearby to flip. No vehicle nearby to flip. So, yep. All right.
LLS customs.
Hey, I need a tow. Or I need you to flip a truck.
If you flex your muscle, you can.
I can't.
Flip
I
it.
tried. It says
Okay.
there's no vehicle to flip, even though I'm standing right next to it.
There is a specific angle. You have to try.
It's
Usually
not
it's
a standard vehicle. It's a farm delivery vehicle.
Okay. Where are you exactly?
Palomino Freeway, and I'm by the power plant, the intersection off the freeway where you turn to go to the power plant.
You mean all the way in the Roxwood?
No. The, you know where Joey's gas station is?
Not really.
Okay,
Is it the
you
one
know where
near
the prison, you know where the prison is?
Yeah.
If you take a right instead of taking a left to go back toward the city. Like I'm underneath the windmill place where all the windmills are.
Oh, the Ron Wind Farm, is that it?
Yeah, it's Palomino Freeway, but I'm off of it. I'm on Highway 1. Like if you're coming up the freeway, when you take the turn, exit the first exit and you'll see my truck.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make my way there.
Okay, all right, bye. I don't know if they can turn this. I don't know if I can. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know if I can jump on it. I don't think I can. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll try. I'll keep trying to flip it. I've never been able, even when I flipped it before, even when the option was there before, it wouldn't flip. I will probably die if it flips right here, okay? Because it probably flipped on top of me. I'll run up here, that way you can see me. But yeah, you can't flip that vehicle. There are, but I don't have any, like, there's no garage nearby. There's the furthest garages is Rex's. And then I don't know if my trucks would be able to do anything with that. His tow truck has a lot more oomph, I guess, like power to flip it than mine. I'll be honest with you, this has happened at my farm. I can't steal a car. It's illegal. Arya's not doing crime at all. None. Plus, I don't have lockpicks. But, and the U-tool is even further than the restaurant. But, I flipped the vehicle. I used my truck to try to flip it over, and it didn't even move it. A cop came out, hit it once, and it went flying in the air. So, if anything, I'll get the tow truck driver to give me a ride to a garage, and I'll try my own way. Let's see. Let me turn my flashlight on. Oh, I don't have my flashlight. How do I turn the flashlight on? There was a way. There used to be a way to do it. Is it this? No. There used to be a way to turn your flashlight on. Can't remember what it is. I'm not good at lockpicking, y'all. Like even Sarah, it takes me a while to lockpick. And I'll flap my arms like a chicken when he gets here. I knew I shouldn't have took that. I knew something told me don't take that, go the other way I go. Yep, you can't just steal a car. You have to have lockpicks. How do you turn? I remember there used to be a way. Oh, right here. There you go. There we go. There we go. Now he can see me. Now he'll see the flashlight. I was like, I knew there was a way. I was in a server one time where you had to charge your phone. Like your phone would go dead and you couldn't use it. That was an interesting server because, boy, your phone would die so quick. And it took like charging an electric car to charge. Like you had to sit there and wait for it. Yeah, I'll just sit here and wait for him. Hopefully he doesn't come the other way. All that for 100 water. I mean, yeah, but it'll be hard pressed to miss the phone flashlight. If I open the phone, does it turn it off? If I open anything? No? Okay. So the restaurant Polito's open. See, they're opening more and more now. I gotta give them to them for that. Selling cooking cauldron 80K, great for all your cooking needs. I don't even know what that is. Selling cooking vats 100K. I know it's drug stuff, but I don't know what it's for. We got bikes here. Hello.
Hello, I am in Palomino 3. I don't see you.
I have, where are you at? Like, I'm at Highway 1 exit. I see you. You're right down the street. Keep coming up. I see your headlights. Just keep coming forward.
I thought you were a little bit
No,
nearby
here,
where
look,
I am,
look.
but okay.
Keep coming, keep coming. You should see me now. I'm right in front of you. I'm running in
Okay, okay, I
circles.
see it. Yeah, I
Okay,
see
yeah,
you.
I'm down here. Okay.
Hmm.
I might just need a bump.
Maybe.
You might want to go hit it.
Gonna. I
Huh?
can. I think it's easier for me to bump it instead of using the tow rope. The tow rope is
Yeah, yeah,
gonna
yeah.
make this thing fly.
Yeah, do what you gotta
Just
do.
give me a second.
It'd probably be easier for him to try to go the other way. He's going to try to ram it from the back. Such a man. Always wanting to hit you from the rear. See, that's what I was afraid of. He's just pushing it. He's not actually like moving. I'm about to get run over by a truck. Backing into it would probably be the best option. Backing into it, not with the front. Ah! Backing into it might be the better. Ah!
Yeah, the thing
Yeah,
is
my...
the tree is the problem. It's stuck in the
Yeah. Get out of the way. If anything, I'll just tell him to bring me to a garage. Watch he blow up. Once the things blow up, I would feel so bad. There you go.
There you go.
My hero. How much do I owe you? And don't say nothing. I'm giving you
Hang on.
something.
Hang on. We are allowed to repair now, so I can repair it.
Oh, that's true. No, don't repair it. Don't repair it. Don't repair it.
Okay.
It's like the truckers' trucks. If you repair it outside, it causes something to go wrong.
Okay.
Yep. No, I
Can
can
you
repair
drive
it when
it,
I
though?
get back to my farm. I should be able to. Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, I'm able to drive. How much do I owe you? I'm sending you something.
Hang on.
Even if I'm just sending you something.
You need to exit the vehicle. I cannot charge you outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna send him
No, this
money
is the
even if.
repair. That's only 500.
Thank you so much. You saved me. This has all my water in the back that I need from my farm.
Ah, no problem. I'm glad I helped.
All right. Thank you.
All right, have
Bye
a good one.
bye. Be safe out there. I'll wait for him to move. I'm not gonna just ram him. Yeah, it's. Yeah, if we figured that out a couple of weeks ago when we yeah, this truck is messed. It's not really messed up, but you know, look, it's at 78%. He's got a U-turn right here. But we learned a couple. Sorry, but we learned a couple of weeks ago that I went to the Sandy Shores mechanic shop and I got cosmetics put on it and I got it repaired. And then ever since when I got it repaired afterwards, it always something would happen. Like it couldn't move or stuff would just start mysteriously happening. So they reset the truck and it's been perfectly fine since. So I'm only going to repair it in the dashboard. I wish I could put the cosmetics back on it. I liked the one I had. The liquor store livery on it, I liked that one. But when last time we did it, it reset all the cosmetics and I lost all the money I'd put into it. It is damaged though, because it's not going nearly as fast. I might have a flat tire. I don't know, but my whole front end, it looks like it's gone. Oh my lord. I'm gonna take a page out of RJ's book. Oh my Lanta. But she got that from Full House. Probably. But oh, that looks funny. I don't know why, but that just looks funny because like just sitting there, no door. The engine's almost gone. It looks funny to me. I don't get why players run around moving cars, trucks. I was trying to get the attention of people. Like I was trying to get his attention because he kept hitting it from the front. And the back has more weight to it, I guess you would say. So it's gonna do a lot more. Like you saw, he rammed it from the front like 3 or 4 times and it barely moved. He hit it with the back of it and it flipped it over. So I mean, that's why. It's like I was trying to get his attention because he's just gonna keep ramming it from the front. Eventually his truck's gonna be just as damaged as mine. But I think it looks funny with that. If I could keep it this way, I don't think I would. But my God, that looks funny to me. There's a stump right there that you can't see. You see it now, though? And every time I hit it almost every time, not realizing. Like, I guess I just did a crime right there. That's vandalism. Knocking down the fence. I remember one time I was at the farm, and this was back in the day when I could do the hay bales, when they told me I could. And I just did one, and Ralph was still a cop. And he came flying across the field, rammed through my fences, and he was with Owen. And I was telling Owen, who's going to pay for my fences? Those are my fences. Who's going to pay? And Owen actually did pay me. This truck is leaning too. Like, it's got a hard gangster lean. So you have to be able to laugh about stuff like that. You know, I'm not going to get mad. Now, where was I? I was right there the other day going to get the water, and that happened. And I did F8 quit, but I was already in a mood. I was already like, you know what, done. But so let's see. If I go get that other water, I will have. Yeah, I got enough. I need to make sure I have enough capacity to hold it all before I start filling it up. So we're gonna take all the water. So now I have an even amount of water to wheat powder. So now whenever I go get more wheat powder, I can get the same amount of water, even though I do need more in case of the bread. So I think you were looking at the KG for the farm, the tablet. Okay, I see what you mean now. I don't know. You can't sell them. I mean, technically you could. Technically, if the export feature was still around, right? Like this right here. You can't select anything. You can select this, but you can't select. I could technically like go buy tablets and sell them, but I'd end up losing a lot of money that way. But you could, there was also an exploit to where you could buy bread from the bait shop for 50 cents and then sell it for like $3. So that was, you could, if you wanted to sit there all day, just go and buy bread, sell it to the local, go buy bread, sell it to the local. You know, you could do that. Let me see, how much would I be able to do? If I was like selling, if I go buy 800 bread for $400 and then sold it for like 2,400, that's why it was taken out. And that's logistically, that's correct. I agree with that. That was a something that shouldn't have been allowed. Okay, wheat plants, the powder's powdering, so I can make the yeast. When I get enough yeast ready, do I have the bottles ready? No, I don't have the bottles ready either. So the bottles take up 200 instead of 100. So let's go down here, get 100 glass. We're going to make 100 bottles. You know what? No, 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 no. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Make 100 wine and then make 100 more. The inventory space is what I'm worried about. Okay, so we have 34. Turn on the bottle machine. I might make white. So I don't have 1,000, so I can't go get the grapes. I'm gonna have to wait for some of this to be done. But when the bottles are done, I probably should have enough. I'm gonna go make some white because I have plenty of red. Technically, I could make 400 bottles today. Because I have this I could take 1,000 of, and then I could empty this and make 300 here and 100 here, but I don't want to do that. All right, let me turn the water farm back on so it can be full up. Every farm full right now. Every farm is full. Every farm's condition is good. I already checked the machine conditions, but I'll check again because you never know. The grain machine goes down very fast now, which it should. It's the main ingredient for the alcohol. I like that it actually goes down faster because it means you can't just keep producing just a ton of alcohol every day. You're going to have to spend money to repair it. So that's a good change, in my opinion. It balances out a little bit. vehicle condition's not that bad, actually. All right, so besides getting mad, I do actually need to start getting stuff for Yvette. Because if they're opening every day, then they're going to need stuff. I have all the processed stuff they can buy. But then again, I need a refill at Bob's as well. Like I need burger buns at Bob's, but, you know, I don't know. Give me a minute. I have to go to the restroom. Everybody get up, stretch your legs. I'll be right back. Okay, what should I do? Don't need. I mean, I can make buns. That's not a problem. I know the screen looks like this, but it's only gonna look like this for a second. I have everything to make buns, so if I need to make buns for Bob. So I might keep. I think 80 buns is what I said I was gonna keep. Let me pull my menu up. Uh-oh, what happened here? Oh, okay. Um. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, buns was gonna be 80 buns. So for 80 would be 16. No. Yes. Because 15 would be 75. Yes. So 16 flour, 16 water. Look at that. 16 yeast. That didn't work out as well. And I would need 16 eggs, which I'll go pick up. And I'll make the buns for Bob's. So all we had at Bob's right now is chicken nuggets and potatoes. So everything else was thrown out. 16, 15, 16. Okay, now we need to go get eggs and because there are no eggs there. There might have been eggs there, actually. I'm not sure. We're going to get the full amount of eggs, though. 25 plus 16. Actually, 24 plus 16, because I only need 24. That's 40. All right, let's go get these. And we can start making that. The patties I'll need to make. Like, I need to do a full restock of Bob's. I know the time does go by quick. I'm not even paying attention to it, to be honest. Let's see, my hood fixed. Yep, see, my front end's fixed. That was funny though, that little bitty engine block. And just driving down the road, no door on, just, that truck seen things. Ah. It's funny too, because the person I was watching earlier, I was cleaning my oven and I had to let the chemical sit in it. You don't just spray it, then wipe it down. You have to let it sit and get through the grease. And I was watching it, and he was talking about going to a farm, and he selected mine. He didn't go. He was looking at stuff, but he was like hovering over the farm, and he selected my farm. I was like, hey, look at that. Just little things, little funny things like that happen. He has a purpose, everyone. He's there for a reason. He obviously gets along with these people very well because I've never seen him attack these people, even though they're very close. I mean, he had a lot of vandalism with this truck. Every time you drive through a fence, every time you run over a stop sign, it's technically vandalism. Technically, running over stop signs is destruction of government property. Like in the real world, if you run over a sign on the highway or anything like that, technically they could get you for, they don't. It's municipality infraction in America. But technically they could get you for destruction of government property. I have an idea for something in a few minutes. I actually do need to talk to an officer, but I need to talk to a specific officer. I need to talk to Dan. And I know he's not in city. I know he's not. All right, so I can make the burger buns. Yep, and it'll cut off at 16 because that's all the flour I have. Yep, okay. So go make the buns. Buns I might keep because I use that for both restaurants. Like I might just keep this one. Wine saved successfully. All right, buns are done. Glass is glassing. Wheat is yeast is yeast. And I was gonna say, how do I have one? But then I put 16 in, so that would be correct. Okay, so the raw chicken nuggets, so I need to make some more chicken. Some chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets are 5 a piece. So let's make 60 nuggets would be 12? Yes, 12. So 140 chicken. $2,100. But see, if I wanted to be that person, right? And I want to say this is the problem that with the system they have now is that let me make this machine and I'll tell y'all how I could legitimately screw over the entire city if I want to. I wouldn't. It's not who I am. But the option is there. And plus, the reason I'm saying it is I know it's there. So, like, I'm not that person now, but keep pushing me and I will become that person. Okay, we're going to turn it on. So, if I go to the farmer's market with tomatoes, which is one of the most important ingredients, okay? That's one of the most important ingredients that a restaurant needs. So now, restaurants, if it's not on the farmer's market, they can buy from a local, right? But if I have it on the market, they have to buy mine. So what's to stop me from putting 100 up at $100,000? And then no one can buy any food. If I put everything up there, they can't buy any food at all. They'd have to buy my $100,000 food, which no one's going to want to buy just to be able to open. But, so that is something I see kind of wrong with that issue. They would be like, look, that's an unreasonable price, right? And I get that. They have an argument for that. But then I can say it's unreasonable to you, but it's not unreasonable to me, and it's my farm. They would still like, you need to take that down, or the city probably would take it down, to be honest. But I'm saying there's a way, like if I ask $40 or even $50, that's not being unreasonable. It's more than what they pay for the local, but it's not unreasonable. They wouldn't want to pay it though. Because I would put like 300 of each item. Like they would have to spend quite a lot of money just to get one item. And I mean, you can hold the food and the restaurants hostages like that. I don't want to do it. But push me. Be pushing me. I'll put products up there for $50. And I'll put them up there to where they got to buy 100 of each of them to be able to get to the lower price. And believe me, I will keep track of what sells and doesn't and replace it the same day. That's not power gaming. That's not any kind of exploit. That's a system that they have agreed to and have put into the city. And now it's $100,000 for an item. Yes, that's ridiculous. That should get me in trouble. But $50? I mean, I ain't making money on these ingredients. I don't think I've even claimed close to making a profit off of ingredients. All my money's been made off of alcohol. And I'm back in the black, by the way. Spending the money, I'm back with the farm. I'm in negatives on the farm than I am positive. So if I wanted to, I could just come up here, put 300 of each item. I mean, sausage, bread, everything. And charge $50 a piece, and they got to buy it from me. And people, I know the argument would be like, well, they would just call other people. Other people aren't doing it. Other people don't want to do it. Let me put it that way. Other people don't want to do it. They couldn't, not for that. Not for $50. $50 is not out of the realm of possibility. If they take the farm, guaranteed I'm out of this city. Guaranteed. If they take the farm, I'm leaving the city. I'm unsubscribing from everybody, and I'm telling everybody how horrible the city really is. Like I'll start doing secrets. I don't care. I'm not trying to hold anyone hostage by saying this, but I've done nothing at the farm that can be constituted anything other than what it was intended to. So if they were just like today to be like, well, hey, we want to give the farm to somebody else. Nope, I'm done. I might be done with 5M. I might just be like, screw this whole entire thing. But I wouldn't tell secrets. That's a lie. That is a bald-faced lie. I don't know secrets. Like, I don't know nothing like that. I know everything y'all know. But like that would be, in my opinion, the height of fail RP. If they were just decided, you know what? We're taking your farm. But trying to make a profit on my business, if they try to punish me for that, then I'm going to ask them, well, then government should not have any cent. Every cent government takes in, they should spend right back out. You know? If businesses can't make a profit, then every mechanic shop has to have 100% tax rate. Every dollar they get in should go to the government then. Because every time I sell ingredients, I'm losing money. I'm losing the time it took me to get them, and then I'm getting half of what they can buy them for from a local. To be honest, we should have just did $30. We should have just did the same amount they could buy them from the locals. We did the 15 to try to help the restaurants get set up. I'll be honest, if they took my farm from me, that'd be it farming. I'm the only one who does the farming. Everybody else is alcohol now. But now, I don't know any secrets to spill. I don't know anything like that. I know what y'all know. I am not that important in this city, and I understand that. I am a side character, and I understand that. I have fun my own way. But if they start, like, doing those kind of decisions, then I'd have to question, the future. Me saying that I'd quit and spill secrets, that's just me gut reaction being angry if they were to do it. But realistically, there's no reason for them to do it. And now if I did the $10,000, yeah, then they'd have a reason. Believe me, even I would understand that. But if I put it up there for $30, then that's what they'd be spending anyway. And I would be getting a profit on the farm. Well, it would still, let's see, 20,000 divided by 15, it takes me selling 1,334 items of one farm to make the initial purchase back. So if I did it at cost, it would take half of it, 667 items. And I could definitely sell that in probably 2-3 months. But that's why the farms went alcohol, because there's no money in the ingredients. Even I'm getting a little tired of driving to Roxwood for like 6 times in a row. Even I don't want to do it anymore. And the move, if that's the case, is to go alcohol. You only have to drive up there once. If I went straight alcohol, I would have to go to the water place right here, the vineyard right here, and then picking up the wheat right here. That'd be the only, right here. That'd be the only 3 places if I went straight alcohol I'd have to go. But I have to get like 8 of her ingredients come from here. So I have to make 8 separate trips with only 100. If I could get all 8 items in one trip, that would be a blessing. What do I get for that? Let's see. I get like vegetables that I get from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get 8. I get 8 items from there. So if I could just put 800 in the truck and go, like 100 of each, that would be helpful. But it doesn't work like that. And all the machines I'm using. I gotta watch the grain so that it doesn't, it's already getting broke and it's just been on for like 20 minutes. It should work like that though. The machines that be used to make a lot of money should break faster. It should cost us money to repair them. That's just simple, supply side economics. Okay, so the sugar I'm good with. Sugar, I don't know how Yvette uses all that sugar. I mean, they make a lot of ketchup though, so yeah, ketchup's using sugar. But I mean, I think that's all you use sugar in. You don't use it in like some ingredient in a burger, it's ingredient in a ketchup. I don't know if it's an ingredient in salsa. It might be an ingredient in salsa ketchup. No, but tomatoes are. Yeah, so the only thing you need sugar for is the ketchup. But they probably go through a lot of ketchup. No, it'd be Opie's not the father. That would be the one. Opie, you are not the father. Have him do a backflip emote. Have Ralph doing the celebratory or runs around in a circle. They've probably done stuff like that before. That would be funny though to see. That definitely would be funny to see. The reactions they would give. That would be pretty good. How was the Sporty Mountain? How was this 94? How is that 94? It's supposed to be taking 5 at a time. And I put 8. Oh, I had 816. That's why. Okay. The bread. That's why. Okay. All right. I'm like, wait a minute. My mind is not minding now. And then it caught up. Then it caught up. I'm like, okay. Yep, that's right. This flour's 14, so this should end in 4 as well. So, yep. Okay. Got it. So the nuggets are, when this is done, I'll pull the chicken back off. It's just temporary storage. Patties, I only need 40 patties. I need 140 chicken. Isn't that exactly what I have here? Yes, it is. Okay. I'm kind of thinking about not bringing food to Bob's until I know what's going to happen. Like, I'm kind of thinking about not bringing any food to Bob's until I know what they're going to do. If I do, like, I can go pick up potatoes or something, just make French fries. That's it. The simplest thing to happen, honestly, and this is what I'm going to suggest to Bob, give me this money and keep me on as the general manager. And and then tell everyone, nope, I gave her the money back. I gave her a job as a general manager. I'm letting her do the day-to-day while I focus on my police work. That right there is the simplest answer. Because I'm willing to do it. Why isn't it showing a sale? Right here, it's flat. I guess this is NPC sales. Or maybe because the day before I did 77 sales and then the next day we did 9. But it's funny. I've only not worked at the restaurant for 2 days. Can you guess which 2 days it is? I mean, over here, we have 1 sale. Maybe I didn't work that day. Yeah, that day I sold NPCs. That's when I was getting rid of ingredients. I know, things are tense. I will say that. I'm not trying to do... Oh, Lon, I need to do something. Oh, damn, there's a lot of stuff open now.
Up and at 'em.
Hey, I'm just seeing if y'all are low on anything while I'm in the city.
Low. I, maybe chicken nuggets. Let me double check.
Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna punish the restaurant. They've been cool. Up and Adam's been
Chicken
very cool to me.
nuggets. Burger buns, bacon,
I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all? Very bacon,
tortillas.
burger buns, all that. So just basically the tortilla, burger buns, chicken nuggets, and what else?
Give me. Let me call you back in
Yeah,
1 sec. I
okay.
just want to get a quick inventory.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. All right, bye. See, I told y'all the burger buns. I told y'all that was gonna be it. I know the restaurant system now. I know what Yvette's making. I know what she's going through. I knew I had to have the tortillas and the buns ready to go. That's why if he gets all the burger buns and tortillas, I'm gonna make 100 more today. I'm not gonna wait. Those I'm just gonna make. I got all the. I think I have all the necessary. I was running low on something though down here, wasn't I? Yeast maybe. No, I was running low on water, so I might have to go pick up another 100 water to, 13. Yeah, I'd need 20 to make 100. So that'd be 40 to make the tortillas. So I'd probably go pick up, I might just put like 200 water in here and try to keep this the same. I might try to even these out actually. Like use this yeast for something else or put it in with the alcohol, make less. I don't know. But make it to where this is all evened up. But you need wheat powder to make flour and yeast. So the wheat powder, the wheat farm is probably the A plus S tier farm. Check Trendy or Birdie, okay? I don't think there's anything on Birdie about it. It's just like this guy trying to sell this stuff, and then they're trying to show off their cars. I was on here earlier and I didn't see anything. Yeah, see, this was last night. Kindred. Oh, you did spell it right this time. Anybody got a blueprint crafting table? Yeah, see, this stuff last night was probably last night. At your mom's house. Where are you? Oh, okay. You Kindred, your mom. Oh, God. God, it's like it's a ghost town right now. Your mom, Lester. Yep, you Kendrick. I'm good. Your mom did that to me last night. Where are you at? And why did they do it like this? Why didn't they just get into, I don't know. All right, trendy.
This is what the American needs. Hard-working young men like this man right here. He may be down, but he is not out. Minimum wage doesn't stop him. He's got this.
Look at him.
Ralph's Pub.
What?
I go singing.
I heard my name. What?
New pub
Seth.
open.
Nice ass, dude.
Thank you.
So all the cops were here.
Oh my god, look what I just found.
Go here.
Dog Buster Peach to the world to come and get your dog.
I don't
Fuck, did
see
they let children
anything.
in?
I don't see anything about the strike. Honestly, I didn't care. I saw last night. Hello.
Hello, Arya. It's King from up and Adam.
Yeah.
So I just talked to Yvette, and she said to order some. I let her know what we were low on, of like the stuff that we make constantly, and she said to order some buns, tortillas, bacon, tomatoes, and nuggets from you.
All right, let me see something real quickly. I think I have all that in stock.
Okay.
I do. So it was tomatoes, tortillas, burger buns, chicken nuggets. Was there anything else? Bacon.
Bacon. Yeah, bacon. Since I've been selling a bunch of burgers lately.
Okay, so I got bacon. I got buns. I'm pulling them out right now. I'm pulling my
Okay.
buns out right now.
Okay.
You needed nuggets?
And nuggets, probably
Okay.
if you have like 150.
I can only do 100 right now.
Okay,
All right,
that's fine.
let
That's
me-
fine.
Tortillas? Let me pull out my big tomatoes.
Okay.
All right, I'll be up there in a minute. I'll see you in a few.
Yeah, already. Thank you. Oh wait,
Right,
you
right,
did
right.
get Wait, what else? What else did you get?
I got bacon, buns, nuggets, tortillas, and tomatoes.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Perfect.
Okay, all right, I'll be in a minute. Bye.
All right, thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, I know I dropped the tomatoes. I saw them, but they will be in here. I can go out, put this in the car, come back and get them. They will be in there. This is not the first time it's happened. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. The wrong muscle. I'm gonna give him those extra bacon. I'm just gonna give it to him for free. See? There they are. I'm gonna be fun. I'm gonna have some fun with him. I'm like, here's my plump, juicy tomato. All right, let's get this up. See, normally I think it might be better to take the train, but for some reason I always drive up to Roxwood when I'm delivering to them. Like, usually I would take the train from here if I was going to Roxwood, but for some reason I always drive. All right, but you know what I realized? I don't have my music on. I just realized that. It's been quiet this whole time. I've been talking too much. You know what's funny? I want to know the actual thing that's running through my head right now. Why I'm kind of just dribbling on. I'm still thinking about what to put on the roof of the house in Windrose. Like I'm trying to design a design that looks good with what I can use. Like I could do a pirate skull with fangs. I could put my name up there if I wanted to. I could put just some kind of symbol. I don't know. I'm still in my mind. I'm still running down the things that I can do there. Because I'd like to finish that today. I'd like to get it all set up, all the storages put where they need to be. That way tomorrow, if I decide to hop on Windrose, I could just be like, here it is, finished product. Or maybe I could stream later today when I do it. I don't know, I might do that. Might just stream later today, do a finishing up the house in Windrose stream. And then it becomes finding the next place. I don't know, that temple that I have in Fallout, that's on my mind. I'd have an easy time repeating that in Windrose. I would just have to find the place to do it. Like, it would be difficult because it has to be like on a mountain, on a hill. And there's not too many good places. Plus the fast travel point, I'd have to build like a hell of a lot of stairs. Because in Fallout, the fast travel point is like literally my camp. You're up there. Like, there's no climbing the side of the mountain. But the thing is, Jess, I need to get some screenshots. I need to log in today, get some screenshots, and then post them on, like somehow put them on in a video. I don't know. I have a video of my Fallout 4, my Spectacle Isle camp, but it's modded to hell and back. With the bigger build sizes, unlimited build size, you know. But I built, it's a fully functioning water plant with a hydroponic garden. It's got a mall inside of it, like all the vendors, all of them stocked up. It has a museum, a pre-war artifact museum, and it's got a robotics bay. I love the automation upgrade where we can make our own robots to guard our camps. Good lord, I have like 4 of them. And I don't think anything can beat them. They took down a Mirelurk queen easily. But yeah, Spectacle Isle is a place to build. You got the whole, if you do the larger build area and the unlimited build and clear everything mods, you could build the entire island. Like you could build, I wanted to originally build a city there, like skyscraper type buildings, but it would have lagged and crashed that thing so bad. All right, so I used to work with a guy that would call those tortillas. He would read them like English. This would be a tortilla. Because look at the name. That's how it would be pronounced. Tortilla. He called jalapenos instead of jalapenos. He'd go jalapenos.
Because I let somebody borrow. Hey, Arya.
Hey, here's my
Let
big
somebody-
juicy tomatoes.
Okay.
Oh, I got food in the tray. Awesome.
Oh, that's small.
I know,
Food,
I'm
okay.
joking. No, I'm good.
There you
Well,
go.
yeah, I could use something to eat and drink probably.
Okay. Yeah. We'll
There's
get
my
you
flat
started right
tortilla.
now.
All right. I'm gonna show you my nuggets
Okay.
and let you try my big buns. I still have something in the truck though.
Somebody's selling one on Birdie, and I don't know who that was, but
All right.
they were.
Fresh from LSPD. Here's the bacon.
Alrighty.
What's he
thanks.
buying?
Oh wait. What was that? Wait, you brought me
What's he
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 104 bacon.
Yeah, I made an extra boo boo so you can have those 4 for free.
Okay. Yeah. Let me put these away real quick.
What you buying?
Oh, nothing. I just bought food. I was just speaking to Kate.
Yeah, nah, she's saying on Birdie. I'm selling a truck, maybe. I don't know if I want to
Oh,
sell
wow.
it, but I might.
Yeah, no, I'm selling a few cars, but
I'm saving up to buy a S Class, S Plus from the mayor.
all right. I don't think. Well, I don't think we can order them now anyway
Why?
Yes. So they were
because
selling it
everything
for.
is kicking off.
They were selling it for 350K, and
King.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think the I don't think the mayor's doing them because of everything that was kicking off yesterday.
Wait, what were you guys
Okay.
talking about?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't even in the city yesterday. I refused to fly in. I took a nap all day.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
wrongfully terminated from the lawyer position.
You
Why?
were?
Oh, bloody hell.
Yep. And
Oh.
I might be suing the cops about it.
Damn.
But yep. I don't know. I need to still. I'm gonna talk to Dan today, hopefully, and me and him need to have a talk.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I'm
Because
gonna
if I
send
get
you-
fired, then I'm calling for Mike Franks' job as well. He must be fired then.
Is he
Yeah.
even around?
He was the
He
cop
wa-
that was
he's been
involved with
around a
my
bit.
altercation.
Oh, okay.
So if I got fired, then he must be fired. Tima, I want him terminated as well for what he did. And I might press charges against him if I can. You got
I'm
anything
gonna
to eat or
send
drink?
you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm also gonna send you an updated list of the inventory we're gonna with the stuff we're gonna be ordering from now on.
I think okay, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you have it already?
No, I don't know. I think I did. I thought I did, but I might not.
She
Well,
just updated it.
I have the menu though, like the recipe sheet. So I know what
Yeah, yeah.
are y'all selling new stuff?
No, no, no. We just updated or modified some of the stuff we're ordering.
How much
So
you're
I'll
getting
send-
of stuff?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got you
Sugars,
there.
we adjusted
Yeah.
that to 20 instead of
Yeah, I
90.
know. The garlic
Yeah.
is what I don't. I need like 2 garlic makes 80 ketchup, so I don't need a lot of garlic.
Yeah.
No, but for us, we use it in salsa as well.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Like we don't even use onions at Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. I didn't even. I asked him a little while ago. I was like, wait. I was like, what do we even use onions for?
Yeah,
But then I remembered
salsa,
it's
isn't
for the
it?
Salsa. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they were ordering onions and they weren't making salsa, and I'm like, well, doesn't the bacon burger take onion though? No, it doesn't.
No,
It
it
takes
doesn't.
salad.
Yeah, I've been selling a bunch of bacon burgers and so I've been going through a shit ton of tomatoes as well.
Yeah, we started selling chicken burgers.
Oh, nice.
Oh, just to let you know, if you go to the farmer's market, you can buy ingredients, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
I figured that, I
cannot,
just haven't been there.
you cannot buy fish fillets. I tried. They have the option to, but when you go to buy them, they don't have, it doesn't give you anything. Because I was like, I'll start making fish burgers.
Yeah. I just
Come
sent
get
you the
your-
list.
All right, let me look and see if I got it. Yep, I do. Yeah, that's about right. Pickles? Y'all use that many pickles?
I don't to be honest, I don't know why some of those numbers are so high.
That's like
peppers.
hold on, that is 600 pickle slices.
Yeah, I think the pickles could even be the same, if not. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But the
Funny.
burgers do take 2 pickles per.
Yeah, I'm looking at the recipe now. It does take 2 pickle, 2 tomato, and
Yeah,
lettuce.
the tomatoes is crazy because the
Gotta make
takes
ketchup as
10.
well. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
and
That's
then
why.
each
That's
burger
why
takes-
we stopped making bacon burgers.
Yeah, and then the burgers take also 2 slices of tomatoes.
Yep. But we stopped hot dogs, kebabs, and bacon burgers. So, because Rex's is known for hot dogs and kebabs, and y'all have been doing bacon burgers and burritos longer.
Oh, no,
So
that's
y'all
fine.
have
Yeah.
every restaurant now
Harvey.
has its own identity.
Hello.
Oh, we
Yeah,
got
yeah,
chicken
yeah.
burritos at the moment.
Do you have anything to eat, Faria?
Can I just get one
Yeah.
food and one drink, please?
Yeah, let me make you
Oh,
something
okay.
to drink. What do you want to drink, Arya?
I have a drink. There was a drink in the tray.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
I wonder do their trash cans work like Bob's does? Like Bob's has trash cans. So we know Harvey's on duty. I guess it doesn't. I don't know why Bob's has the trash storage. Maybe it's part of the
Oh yeah, your food's right there.
I thank y'all. If y'all need anything else, just let me know. I'm gonna go start making some more.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Thank you.
See, I don't have an issue with Harvey. But yeah, no, I'm gonna tell Dan that because I lost my job, And if it's, and I'm gonna launch a probe. I'm gonna see if there's any way I can launch a probe into what happened. And I want Mike Franks' job. I want him to be fired, blacklisted. I want him not to be able to get his job back. Especially if they tampered with the evidence. Then I want whoever submitted the report as well. I want both of them's job. Because that's a felony. But I'm thinking, like, just contacting, I'll even use Lineal Milk just to get the case on the books. I don't care what lawyer. I'd probably go to Kelly. Be like, just file it, and I'll drop it, right? I'll drop the case. But, that way they have to get the entire body cam, and I would tell it, put the entirety of Hardy Goody's body cam, because I talked to Hardy. None of this selective, what they do. Let me eat and drink before I forget. Because, I mean, if he didn't submit the entire body cam, then that's corruption. And then that's corruption sponsored by the DOJ because they didn't ask for the full body cam. If they accepted the cherry-picked body cam, then that's corruption between DOJ and Upwood PD. And I will tell people in the city. I'll go to Legion and start screaming it to everyone. Because I really don't care. Like what they did, if that's the case. I'm so far back behind on my stream. If the police just cherry-picked what they wanted to show instead of the entire incident, and the DOJ accepted that, then that's corruption between the two. That's conspiracy, actually. I wonder if I can press conspiracy charges on CJ. I mean, if he did it and accepted it and didn't ask for anything else, then that's just them being like, we don't want to know what happened, just tell us. I need gas in this. I need a gas in something else. I think the Panto. Yeah, I need gas in the Panto. So let's go get gas. This needs gas bad. This is at 13%. I wonder if I can get Franks on criminal threats. That's a stretch. I don't think I'd be able to get him on that. That's a little too much of a stretch. But I believe that if I sue the whole thing, if I launch a lawsuit, which I might, then they have to provide all the body cam. Then if it's found out that they gave cherry-picked body cam, I'm going to instantly win the case. Because they'll have tampered with evidence. All right, and this one needed gas. I don't know how much it costs to fill this one completely up. I think this is the first time I've filled it up with a yellow gas needle. It's funny that he got so upset when I said if Eddie could prove what he was doing, it might call a lawsuit. And then what he did might cause me to sue. So he didn't actually prevent a lawsuit. But I'm going to think about that today. I'm going to think about the laws and I'm going to figure out I don't want to let him get away with this. On the nozzle. Because, I mean, if it's proven, like if I sue and they request the body cam and the body cam they give them is not the entire incident, it is the cherry pick stuff they gave DOJ. And then I can tell him to subpoena Harvey's body cam, which is the full incident. That's an instant win. Because that's tampering with evidence. That's conspiracy. Tampering with evidence, that's a lot of things. All right, let me go start up. I don't even know if I want to do the breads. I just gave it to them. They're not going to need any for a while. I might do them. I want to do them today. I just don't want to know if I want to do them right now. Because I have to go get more wheat powder to make more yeast. Technically, I don't. Technically, I'm only making 800 yeast when I would need 900. So technically, I could take 200 of the yeast and put it toward the bread stuff. And I still would be able to break even. Me. Me. Thinking about something. I take the 200 yeast. That'll leave 600. That'll still be able to make the 200 bottles. And that's all I was really shooting for. Yeah, I think that might be the way to do it. Okay. They just wiped out the buns. The buns I'm making now. To be honest, I'll just make the buns I made for Bob's. I'll just make them for them. I have no issue with that. The wheat powder's still going. Good. Glass bottles are glass bottling. I'm able to go pick up the grapes now because I'm under 1,000. Because I took all that stuff up there. Oh, wondering. Now it's let's see. I might suggest for any of the criminals you defend and have the relationship. There's not really nothing. Make sure you request both of them at the same time because you know PD will then wait 6 days to send Franks, and by the time you watch it, yeah, I know. No, it's not that. It's I have to figure out the right in-city law. Because if I sue them for extortion, then there's no extortion there. They would say that I was trying to extort them. They would spin extortion back on me. But, But yeah, no, what it is that if they've selected, if they haven't provided all of the evidence, then that's tampering with evidence. But see, the thing is Aria doesn't know that in city. So I can't launch a lawsuit for tampering with evidence because Aria doesn't know that. So I'd have to get them on something. I definitely have Franks on a conduct infraction, but that's a IA thing. That's not a lawsuit thing. What do you mean that's what they are looking to do? Seth and Harry is looking into it. Well, they're about to get a lawsuit because I'm going to PD to search the laws. And I'll contact any lawyer actually. Because all I have to do is if they didn't provide them with the full evidence, then it's an instant win. If I can like show evidence that DOJ did not see, then that's an instant win, and then I can sue them for tampering with evidence. Then that charge gets tacked on. And then whoever submitted it is the one who's going to go to jail for a felony, because that's a felony crime. That's obstruction, something else, obstruction of a judge. I mean, it's a bunch of obstruction. Oh, I'd love if they were trying to sue me for extortion. Then they'd have to provide everything. Like, to be honest, I know it seems like this to me. It just seems like this to me. It seems like they're trying to get me to leave the city. It just does. And I mean, it's just, at what point is it not going to be worthwhile? I'm already telling y'all I'm going to apply to a new whitelist city today. You know? I'm honestly going to apply to another city today. Because I'm like 40% done with this city. I mean, if they want to keep throwing players out and making them leave for like just doing horrible RP. Horrible RP. Because don't watch, I did not extort anyone. I did my job and I got fired for it. Franks blew up and started wanting to threaten me, and he gets to celebrate. It's like, that's horrible. That's so fail of RP. That's like the opposite. That's rewarding the bad guys. And I mean, I don't want to be in a city like that. I want a fair chance to do stuff. There's a couple of things in this city that I really don't like. I don't want to say anything. But there's a couple of things in this city that I really do not like, and I really think they need to change. But I'm not like big into it. I'm not one of the people that can make that decision. But some of the actions that are going on lately, really and truthfully, it just really makes me wonder if they're just looking for vendettas. Okay, vehicular offenses I don't need. Crimes against person, there was no crimes against person. Crimes against public justice, okay, hold on. Tampering with evidence. Attempt to escape is not nothing. Witness tampering, I don't think I could get that through. That wouldn't be anything. Obstruction of justice, clearly. That's clearly something. I might could get them on this, actually, because they refused to talk to me about offering reductions for the defendant. And if I do sue them for this, then they have to provide the entirety of the body cam. So that might be right there. That might be what I'm suing. Obstruction of justice. That might be what I'm doing. Not crimes against property. Not deadly weapon or equipment. Not game wildlife. Not mischief. Crimes against public health. That's more along the lines of drugs. But check, no, there's something right there. That's it right there. Obstruction of justice is, that's what I can sue the PD for. The act of attempting to influence, obstruct, or impede an investigation. When he decided to throw me out of PD, that's impeding. Well, it's an investigation. Hold on, let me go read that right for the words. Impede an investigation. See, that's the key word, is an investigation. I mean, it still is an obstruction of justice, though. Because I'm there to negotiate, and when they say they're not going to go, when he got hot and started wanting to throw, then, you know, I did not get hot. He's the one who started threatening me. He's the one who refused to negotiate with me, yet I'm the one saying that, I was saying all this stuff when he's the one who was refusing to do it. So I think I will. I think I'm going to press a suit against the PD. That way they have to release. And I'm going to tell whoever I get as a lawyer, I'm going to tell them, request Harvey Goody his entire body cam for the entire incident. That way, when they see the body cam of what actually happened, if any of it, I'm gonna have him, here, whoever it is, submit a request for the body cam that they showed DOJ, and then a body cam for Harvey Goody. And if the two don't match up, or the two, like, some things are edited out, then I'm gonna have him, really and truthfully go for conspiracy, obstruction of justice, conspiracy against the DOJ. I'm gonna go conspiracy with the DOJ because they didn't question it. Like I said, everyone, this might be Arya's swan song in Redline. To be honest, I don't feel safe in the city. I don't feel safe in the city. Like, honestly. And I don't want to play in a city where I don't feel safe, like where I have to watch my back every single second of the day. That affects real life. Like, that's horrible, RP. It's just a game. I shouldn't be having to worry about all kind of different stuff. I don't think this is the city where they would try to do anything outside of the game. I really, like 99.99% believe that wouldn't happen. But I thought that about other cities, and in Discord, I've seen people being ripped apart. I don't think that would happen here. I think they would come down on that pretty harsh. But for, like, Arya, playing Arya, if she don't feel safe in the city, that means because in real life, I don't feel safe in the city. And if the toxic behavior that's going around Redline is going to continue, I don't know if I want to be a part of it. Like, do I just want to go hide at my farm all day and just sit there? Because it is getting kind of toxic in here. Like, let's see. Oh, okay. It seems, here's what it is. This is what I see. If you're trying to be a law-abiding citizen, you're public enemy number one. If you're trying to be the most sweaty criminal, you're rewarded beyond means. Like, they reward you for being, the bigger the asshole you are in this city, the more reward you get. And I just don't want to be, I don't want to do it. It's not appealing to me at all. Back in 1.8, you could be a citizen, and for the most part, people wouldn't try to ruin you. Now, everyone who's trying to be, they're going after Yvette and Sean because they make too much money. They're going after me because I'm trying to help the city. They're going after the mechanic shops because they make too much money. It's like, but yet the criminals, nothing. Nothing. They don't go after them at all. It's like they're rewarding your crime. And I told y'all earlier, the crime is just so boring to me. It's just doing the same thing over and over again. And I mean, if I'm gonna go apply to this other city, and if they have, I can't say respect. That's not the word. Redline does respect your time. That's not the word. If they value civilian RP, then I might just start going there more. I'm not going to abandon Redline. But, it seems like the more civilian you do in Redline, the harsher the whole PD and criminals and everyone want to punish you for it. And I don't see it. Like, honestly, answer me one question. Who am I bothering by running Bob's restaurant? Who is that actually hurting in the city? Yeah, I can't think of anyone. EMS were begging restaurants to open. They were all over Birdie asking, can restaurants open? People were saying, I can't get food. And then I try to help, and what happens? The entire city wants to try to come down on me. So why should I even help? Why should I even bother? Like, it's just that kind of RP is just horrible, and it's rewarded. Okay, 6 more, I'll make 30 more, so 30 will be 80, and that's what I need. Like, honestly, I should just take the money and quit Bob's, and that should be it. And I should just be like, well, the restaurants are just gonna stay closed forever now. You know, I tried to help, but obviously 2 people in the city think I shouldn't do it, so everyone gets up in arms about it. Honestly, y'all, I'm sitting here thinking, like, I'm trying to figure out a reason to stay in this city. I'm really coming up with reasons to stay in this city right now. I'm not happy playing in here. That's why I've been playing Windrose a lot more. I'm not happy playing in Redline right now. There's a lot of stuff going on that just shouldn't be, and I've had a couple of other people who've moved to other cities trying to get me to come over there, and they are expressing the same opinions. I love this city. It got me into 5M. Everyone in here who streams and who creates does a good job, but they are taking it way too far right now. And I don't know. I'm really going to have to consider if I want to stay in this city or not. I know what happens to people who quit Redline, for the streamers. I've seen them. They get like 30 people watching, and then the next day they get like 2. I understand what it means leaving Redline, but I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's worth being in here anymore. All of this going on, all of this is just trifling. I just don't know. Like, can they afford to keep losing players? I mean, I've had chat has been telling me that a lot of people JV, I've been saying this since day one. Give them time to breathe. It's just gotten worse. It just keeps on getting worse. I've been one of the biggest proponents of give it time. But there's only so much I can take before it's to the point where it's just not worth coming in here and feeling bad about being in here and feeling these thoughts that I'm feeling. It's just, comes a point where it's like, I'm just going to have to be like, rip the Band-Aid off and realize that this might not be the city that I thought it was. I used to see people in here, all of us palling around, having a good time. Now, it's hard to even talk to people. I don't know. I love some people in here. I love seeing them every day. I love talking with them. But they're the small minority voices, the ones that everybody listens to, are the people that are going to be the downfall of it, that are chasing people away. I love the fact that you can't just go do a crime, right? Like, robbing a bank should take time. I agree with them crime-wise. You know, you shouldn't just, like, back in 1.8, you could do a bank robbery in like 30 minutes. You just go make a couple of USBs and do it. Now it takes a while. I love the fact that that's the case, because bank robberies aren't just a spur-of-the-moment thing. You should have to plan out crimes. It's a great thing to do. But at what point does it become that I don't do any of that? The stuff I do, I'm being disrespected for. You know, I don't want a thank you. I don't want a hand-holding celebration. I just want to help the community, and lately the community has just been telling me to go F myself. Like, I'm looking at this dashboard right here. The only future I have in Redline is selling alcohol. That's it. That's the only thing I can see me doing in this city. And I don't want to do that. I want to farm, but every time I try to do farm RP, they take it away from me. Something is done to where I can't do it. Oh, you don't own the land. Oh, you don't own this. You only can do this. You can't put this inside. You can't do this. You can't do that. Yet a criminal can do whatever the hell they want and nobody says nothing. Because I have seen farms with drills and foundries in them after I was told that I can't. I have seen people doing things that I've told I can't be, and they're still doing them today. So when they say it's not targeted at anyone, it's kind of hard. It might not be targeted at one person, but it might be targeted at a group of people. And what's going to happen to their content if people start leaving the city? They're going to have less content because there's going to be less people. But I want this city to succeed. I'm trying to promote every single new streamer that starts. We had one start, Squeeze the Tater. I saw him. I talked with him in his chat. The next day, I told all of y'all, go subscribe. And y'all did, and I thank y'all for that. I try to promote all of them. And I still will. But at what point does it become that just, it's not worth it? It's hard right now. Like, I want to go play Windbound. I don't want to be in Redline. I only came in Redline to upgrade my farm and see if the people needed something. I've done that. I want to run screaming from this city right now. But I got stuff else to do. I got to make more stuff because they need more stuff because no one else is doing it. You should not be pissing off the person that is doing all the work. No other farm is producing bread. No other farm is doing meats. Just me. So if I leave, your city prices go sky high because now they have to pay double for ingredients. It's just, at what point is it just enough? Like, there's RP, and then there's taking, then there's punishment. Like, if the police come after me for extortion, that's just them looking to be assholes. They're just trying to punish me at that point. They've already lied and got my job taken away. Which, honestly, that's the tipping point right now. That's the point where that's why I'm going to find a new server. Because if I don't get a fair chance at doing my job, but yet they can do whatever the hell they want, I don't want to be part of this system. And if the people in charge allow it, then guess what? They're part of the problem too. When it's going to come down to, it's going to be Mike Franks, Owen Mercer, Harry K. That's the only 3 cops that are going to be on duty. Because everybody else is just going to get tired of being shot up. Everybody's going to be tired of running. I mean, I love the dev team. Do not even bring this up to the dev team. The dev team are doing an amazing job. It's the in-character stuff that I'm having the issue with. The admin team, probably the best admin team I've ever had. I will say all of this. I will give credit where credit's due. 100%. I've never said anything other. The dev team have so much to do. And I get that, some things fall through the cracks because fixing something that's affecting everyone is more important than fixing things that affect one person. Right? Like the farm, the yeast issue we had. That affected 6 people. Yet Polito crashing affects everyone. So I understand that they're going to put their effort into fixing those problems. They got around to the farm, though, and I appreciate what they did. It's not dev teams that I'm having the problem with. It's the assholes in the city who want to do nothing but stir shit up and then have no repercussions about it. No one questions them at all. I stuck up for Harry. When Harry was going to step down as commissioner, I stuck up for him because I still think Harry's one of the best people for the job. Now? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they should let Dan give it a go. I don't know. But right now, I just feel like I'm being punished in city for stuff that, like, they're just being petty now. And I'm honestly, I'm be honest with y'all, I've made up my mind. The second I leave Redline, the second I stop streaming, I'm going to apply to that other server. I'm gonna do it. Hey, you have to pay to get in it. I'm willing to pay money to get out of this server. I'm willing to pay someone else to play in their server because of how this is going. I've been a cheerleader for this server since I started playing it. And I still will be a cheerleader for the server because there are good people behind the server. There are good people running it, maintaining it. They are good people. But the characters are not good people anymore. You know what? I'll tell you this right now. I think I just thought of it. I think I literally just thought of it. The main character syndrome is running rampant on this server. I understand that I'm not going to be the main character. I'm not going to have hundreds of people watching me. I'm not going to be getting $400 donations or people making super chats and members every day. I understood that from the beginning. All I wanted to do was sit down and play a game and meet some people, and they've destroyed that for me. Everybody, I think I'm going to end today. I thank y'all for coming. Let's see who's streaming. I'll send y'all over to Little Bob. Little Bob I've not had a problem with. I thank y'all all for showing up, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, bye.